For 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code PHIL. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PHIL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PHIL.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. The Orioles took on the Tampa Bay Rays. You heard the game right here on Pirate Radio.
The 1-1. Gunner hits it high in the air, deep to right field. In the corner it goes, and that baby is long gone. A 2-run home run, and it's 2-0 Baltimore.
And that was the Orioles Radio Network. O's win it by a final of 11-2. Jeff Hoffman picked up his third win of the season as the Blue Jays doubled up the Marlins 2-1. Hoffman went an inning and a third, giving up 2 hits and striking out 2. Connor Norby went 0 for 3. And D.H. Conley was the runner-up in the North Carolina State High School Softball Championship Series. The Vikings fell in Game 1 despite 13 Ks from Kendall Howard and was shut out 3-0 today against Weddington. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Is your car making strange noises, or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh!
Looking for a zero-turn mower? Buy what the pros buy, where the pros buy at Ron Ayers Motorsports, your local authorized Hustler dealer. Shop the full lineup of Hustler residential zero-turn mowers, known for their reliability, speed, and heavy-duty build quality. Hustler mowers all feature thick fabricated decks, one-piece steel frames, and Hustler's trademark smooth track steering. Come see us today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
We declare it's time for you to trade into a new vehicle at the Declaration of Deals sales event at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep has doubled down with dealer discounts and now has savings up to $12,000 on a new 2026 Ram 1500 and a special finance rate on Ram of 2.9% for 72 months. If you aren't looking for a truck, no problem. We declare that 2026 Grand Cherokee come with savings up to $6,000. Or you can lease America's most awarded SUV for as low as $429 per month. But that's not all. Save up to $7,000 on a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler or lease one for as low as $379 per month.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across the McCockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
36-month leases, 10,000 miles per year, and $39.99 due at signing. Tax tags and $8.99 admin fee not included.
Check out all the great deals at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep or at ecauto.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear, ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Line drive into right center field. Burris around third. He'll tie the game. Herring gets to third base. RBI single by Austin Irby.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are Pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple! Go!
Our city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Kongbe hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Regional Week rolls on. We are 1 day away, less than 24 hours away from first pitch, East Carolina and Tennessee in the Chapel Hill Regional, and we'll continue to get you ready for that regional today right here on Pirate Radio Live inside the First Flight Credit Union Studios. You are listening live on Pirate Radio, 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber. You can find us on YouTube. Come give us a like, a subscribe. And how are you feeling? What's your vibe check? What do you think the Pirates will do against Tennessee and the remainder of the weekend? We'll talk about all of that. Mix in a little Canes as they win Game 4 last night. Ken Watlington said they were due for a blowout, and I'll take 4-0 as a blowout. Good call, Ken. Canes can wrap up the series and head to the Stanley Cup Final with a win on Friday. Could be a huge Friday. Will be a huge Friday in the state of North Carolina when it comes to sports. We've got a lot of guests and segments and things to talk about on today's show. Coming up in just a little bit, Zach Kaplan will join us live from somewhere in the Triangle. I don't know if he's in Chapel Hill or covering high school championships, but we'll find out when we talk to Zach Kaplan. We've also got our Dog of the Day presented by Doghouse Tavern. I got a college baseball pick for my Dog of the Day coming up later today. We'll have our New Blue Pirate Report. You'll hear from Cliff Godwin, Steve Forbes, and other folks from the Chapel Hill Regional. Got that coming up. We'll talk Pirate baseball with Brandon Golden in hour number 2. Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, will join us in hour number 2. And a football chat with Rahjai Harris. I kind of go through the schedule, the kickoff times, and get some thoughts on the ECU upcoming football season with Rahjai. You'll hear that in hour 2. Hour 3, Mike Monaco. He'll be on the play-by-play call for ECU in Tennessee. We'll talk to him, Mike Monaco from ESPN. Joe Deck is the play-by-play voice for VCU. We'll get a Rams perspective scouting report as they are the 4 seed in the Chapel Hill Regional. Also, our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Best of Pirate Radio with Emmett Siegel from the Knoxville News Sentinel, Ryan Shumpert from Vols Insider, Mike Rooney from ESPN and ESPN Squeeze Play joined us yesterday, and also Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball. We're going to do all that in 3 hours. And I haven't even told you about the biggest guest on today's show. That is the man to my left, David Price. David Price Construction Countdown to Kickoff is back. It's a huge day. We'll tell you about it in a moment. But first, David, welcome back.
Well, thank you. I'm just excited to be here, as always, every time I get to come out here.
We're excited to have you. Not as excited as normal because you didn't bring the dog, but...
Well, I did not bring Ellie.
Yeah, no Ellie. But hey, we're happy to have you, David.
Well, I appreciate it.
The David Price Construction Countdown to Kickoff. Folks, when you wake up tomorrow, we'll have Pirate Baseball, and we will be in the double digits. That's right. We are 100 days away on the David Price Construction Countdown to Kickoff. Shirley, normally I'd never talk to you like this, but Chandler told me to tell you to back that fat truck up because the David Price Construction... beautiful hat, by the way, David.
Thank you, sir.
Looking great. The Countdown to Kickoff brought to you by David Price Construction, run by ECU alum David Price. David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, large-scale residential renovations, and additions. You can call today, 919-292-5532. Visit online, davidpriceconstruction.com for all your commercial or custom residential and building needs. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner. And David, great to have you back on the countdown. And man, we're excited about Pirate Baseball, but 100 days away kind of starts to feel real when you get into those double digits.
Every time the summer rolls around, we know we're getting closer and closer to Pirate football. and that is my favorite time of year.
Yes, sir. And we had some kickoff times announced yesterday, and we knew about the Bama game. Great opportunity, a lot of eyeballs on ABC for that season opener on September 5th at noon. And 100 days away from that, you plan on being in Tuscaloosa?
I cannot be in Tuscaloosa this year. We are actually expecting another child this year in October, and my wife will be pretty big by that point, and I don't think she wants to sit in the hot Alabama sun 9 months pregnant. So,
who's the guy, Jared, that poisoned the trees? Harvey? Was it Harvey Updike? Was that his name?
Or Weinstein?
Nah, that's a different one.
Steve Harvey?
Called into Paul. Thanks, Jarrett. Talk more to you later. Called into Paul Feinbaum and said his daughters were named Allie and Bama. Like that's the kind of dedication I need from you, David.
That's very true, actually. I do feel awful not being able to go to the game, but I also enjoy my marriage. So.
Yeah, that's probably
probably
more important. At least name your next. Is it boy, girl? Do we?
We know it's going to be a little boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dwayne is a great name after my all-time favorite pirate.
That is also, funny enough, my favorite pirate of all time, Big Game.
All right. Dwayne Price it is.
There you go.
It's got a good ring to it.
Harris Price. Here we go, baby.
Good stuff. But App State coming in that next week. That'll be a noon kickoff as well. And as I told Rahjai, you'll see it on the interview. I love Rahjai. He's in my top 5 just because he's an awesome dude and was a great running back. But I asked him why he couldn't beat Appalachian State. It really pisses me off, David. We lost to him here, we lost to him there, we lost to him in Charlotte. That's my must-win game this year. I want that home opener bad.
I want App maybe worse than you do. That's a lot to say there, but I do want App and I want Charlotte every year now.
Yeah. I'm glad we got them last year, and I think we're over that bugaboo. And Blake Harrell's never lost to Charlotte. In fact, Blake Harrell hasn't lost to App as a head coach. We haven't played him, right? I think our last game was here the year Mike Houston got fired.
Yeah, and we actually had a very, very good tailgate that day and high hopes that day going into that game. But,
I think he's got him this year.
Oh, definitely.
100 days away from kicking things off. David, how fired up are you about Pirate Baseball coming up this weekend?
I couldn't be any more excited about Pirate Baseball this weekend, although my son has 2 baseball games, Friday night and Saturday.
What's all this family stuff?
So we'll be watching the 5-year-olds play baseball instead of the Pirates live, but I will be watching the Pirates while they're playing.
That's awesome, man. That's a good Saturday right there. Some family baseball. Where is that? Is that here locally?
Yeah, that's here in Greenville, and they're doing the pitching machines now.
Yeah.
So that thing throws it pretty good for a kid at 5 years old. The first practice of the year, they're all looking at the ball go by them by the time they're swinging.
Right.
And now they're getting kind of accustomed to it. So it's fun to watch the progression.
That's awesome. I mean, when I was coming up, and you too probably, coach pitch was my first baseball.
Yeah, it was coach pitch, and they were basically lobbing it.
Yeah, a little soft toss in there. So pitching machine, they get good fast these days, it seems like. But what do you think about the Pirates' chances? On paper, I'm like, Tennessee, this doesn't look good. But I had that same thought when we were in Charlottesville taking on Oklahoma, and when we were in Conway taking on Florida. And guess what? Pirates won. We're 4-0 in those games, actually. So definitely a shot. But how you feeling about tomorrow?
I feel pretty good. Towers has been throwing the ball well lately. I'm excited that he's going to get the start. I think that's a smart move. And we can bring Norby out if need be or save him for the next game. And I truly think we have a chance to make some noise in Chapel Hill this weekend.
Carolina's good, borderline great, but guess what? We beat them, and we had them on the ropes in the final game of the series. So we know that we can compete with them, and somehow, some way, Cliff Godwin's teams find a way this time of year. They did it the last 2 weekends, and just impressive to see David on maybe not the best Pirate baseball season. That, guess what? Still co-champions regular season, tournament champions.
I'd say it could be his best coaching year with the injuries that we had and in the places that we had them. When you lose 2 starters at this level, and then you lose your best reliever, and you didn't even start the season with your best power hitter, there's a pretty good chance that you could say that he may have coached his best season this year with those, if you put that in factor.
Sure. And here they are once again. Looking forward to that coming up on Friday at noon. David, once again, appreciate your partnership, man. We love the David Price Construction Countdown to Kickoff. We've got some fun ideas that Chandler is cooking up that goes along with this. But for folks that don't know, and I read kind of the general, but tell us about yourself and how you got involved in it and what David Price Construction is today.
So I did some Habitat for Humanity when I was growing up, and that was what kind of got me interested in construction.
Wow, that's cool.
And then East Carolina was one of the only schools I really wanted to go to. So, and it had a construction management program, and I got excited about that, got into that program. Fast forward a few years, I'd been working for a couple other contractors, and then 2009 hit, and the construction industry about lost everything. And it was either go and wait tables or start my own company. And I did that. And I started with, if I could find rot replacement, roofing, whatever we could do for somebody that I knew or a friend of somebody I knew. And that's kind of how we got started. And then it just ballooned from there. We got a bathroom, we got a kitchen, we got an addition. And over the last 17 years, we've been successful.
That is awesome. And folks can call you 919-292-5532 or visit online at davidpriceconstruction.com. What's kind of like the biggest project and I don't know if smallest is the word, but what's your kind of level on what you do?
So I would say probably the smallest projects we're doing, and it's mostly because of our overhead these days, are probably starting at about $150,000 and going up from there. If I try to do a bathroom for you now, I'm probably just going to offend you with our overhead costs for that small of a project. But it starts to become less of a percentage as it becomes bigger project. The biggest thing we've ever done was two different projects for Delta at RDU Airport.
Wow.
So we do commercial remodeling, and then we do design build on the residential side as well, and do larger projects. We are actually just finishing a pool house here in Greenville, two bedroom pool house out there on Fire Tower.
Not to get into the weeds too much, but I grew up, my dad farmed my whole family, and grew up doing that and didn't really enjoy it in the early morning hours. But after graduating ECU, was looking for a job. I'd interned here. I kept bugging Troy and Jonathan, if there's ever an opening, let me know. But I had to do something. Worked in the Sears warehouse. They were going to make me work weekends, so I quit that so I could watch football. And my friend of mine owned a water line laying company and sewer line. So I know in those you bid on things. Is that how it works in your world as well?
Most of the time.
For those big deals?
Yeah, for the bigger projects, we're definitely in a bidded situation a lot of the times. We can get into negotiated situations when we do the design portion of it first. But yes, a lot of those commercial jobs are going to be bid situations.
And what is that like? Do you know what the other company is bidding? And is there rivalries in the business? I'm kind of fascinated by the bidding process.
There's probably a little bit of rivalry, right? I mean, you want the job, and everybody else does too. But you really don't know what they're going to put their price on. You don't know if you've got 2 or 3 extra weeks in your budget that they don't have in theirs for some reason. I mean, it's really you just got to put your best number together, feel confident in a number, and present it, and that's pretty much all you can do.
There's a lot, just a ton of things you don't really even think about, if it's a job a few hours away, putting your guys up somewhere, and just all kinds of extra costs and stuff like that, and how long is it going to take. So I was kind of fascinated to learn that side of it when I was the guy with the shovel in the ditch.
We have done work all the way to Charlotte, and obviously at the coast. So
good deal.
You do have to factor in quite a bit.
Well, DP, awesome stuff. Anything else you want folks to know about David Price Construction?
No, I appreciate you guys, and I love the Pirates. Go Pirates.
Huge supporter of the Pirates and all sports, and we see you at games, and you'll see David and his family on a lot of our Michaels and Gateway pictures, our photos, our smiles, because y'all are out there at just about everything. So good luck to your son and his game.
Yeah, Joseph is actually playing for Team Tiebreakers.
Okay.
And which is really cool. And, Bram's a friend of ours, and I think that's a really cool thing that he got on that team. And it's just fun, really, really, really fun to watch these kids try to hit a ball coming 40, 45 miles an hour at them.
And speaking of tiebreakers, we'll be enjoying tiebreakers Friday because we will be here watching the game. We'll have a watch party. You can check us out on YouTube. You can pull that up on your phone, DP. Thanks to the Birdie Bar for sponsoring Pirate Radio's coverage of the Chapel Hill Regional and our watch party. We'll have some giveaways to the Birdie Bar, so that'll be exciting coming up on Friday. And thanks to Tiebreakers as well for sponsoring our watch party. We'll be enjoying, I know Jarrett's going with the grilled cheeseburger. I'm awaiting Shirley's order. I'll probably go chicken cheesesteak and a wrap. That's usually my go-to. Nice. So we'll be enjoying some tiebreakers coming up during the game Friday from noon to 3, and then we'll have our live edition. We'll have a long day of broadcasting tomorrow, but it'll be a fun day. And David, we'll have a fun day 100 days from now. I'll be here at 8 a.m. on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, getting folks ready for ECU Bama.
That sounds great, bud.
That'll be awesome. Thank you, DP. We'll see you.
Keep safe. Keep that hard hat on.
Yes, sir. We'll take a break, come back. When we return, Zach Kaplan joins us. He wears a hard hat every day in life for different reasons, but we will talk to him when we return. Also, our Dog of the Day, presented by Doghouse Tavern in Ayden. A lot more to go on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We're back after this.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
Hey, Pirate friends, it's Rhonda from Russell's, and we're back open with a whole new look. We have a ton of surprises for you to see, including our Johnny O's Shop and Shop. Our racks and shelves are fully stocked with all new spring and summer merchandise for both men and women. Make it a point to come by Russell's in downtown Washington to check out the new look, experience the same great customer service you've come to know, and see all the new quality clothing that you love. We can't wait to see our pirate friends and customers back at Russell's in downtown Washington.
Hey O's fans, Star Wars Weekend lands at Camden Yards from Friday, May 29th through Sunday, May 31st as the O's take on the Toronto Blue Jays. Friday night, stick around post-game for a Star Wars-themed fireworks show presented by SeatGeek. Saturday, be one of 15,000 fans to score a Jordan Westberg Star Wars bobblehead presented by PNC. And Sunday, 10,000 fans, 12 and under, will receive a Star Wars poster. Don't miss it. Get tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
This is Coach Blake Carroll for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Ron Ayers Motorsports has been Greenville's go-to place for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more since 1975. Stop by their 30,000-square-foot store featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, and much more. All backed by Ron Ayers' 50-plus years of trusted service. Go by and see Jimmy Stallings and his team today. Ron Ayers Motorsports on Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome back into Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Clip Rock, Shirley Rhodes, intern Avery, intern Victor, and J-Bo is here. Great segment with David Price. Jarrett Watkins said 2 words during that segment. Those words were Harvey Weinstein.
I also said Steve Harvey.
You mumbled Steve Harvey. I'm not counting that. So your contribution so far today to the show has been you saying Harvey Weinstein. I just want to point that out.
I mean, I didn't know who you were talking about. I mean,
you don't know Harvey Updike?
Maybe if I saw a picture of him.
Do we have that, Shirley? Let's bring on Zach Kaplan. Can you see if we have? Can you look if we have Harvey Updike in the folder? Zach Kaplan, Big Ten Cappy, joins us on the Turner Home Team Live line. Zach, do you know the name Harvey Updike?
I do. Hey, Clipper, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Who's Harvey Updike?
What's that?
Who's Harvey Updike?
Harvey Updike is New York Times, right? Oh, no, it's an author. It's an author, isn't he?
No, okay. No. This is Harvey Updike. Hit it. Is that his name? Hit it, Shirley.
You know, all my life I've been an Alabama fan. It didn't start yesterday. You know, I have children 30 years old that their real names are Bear Bryant and Crimson Tide. You spell it T-Y-D-E. Is it stupid? Yeah, looking back, it's probably stupid. But Crimson likes her name and Bear likes his name. You know, my baby girl, I actually wanted to name her Alabama. That is true. We could call her Allie or we could call her Bama, you know. But I have a new wife, and she said, no, you don't learn the other two. You're not learning this one. So we named her something else.
How long is this, Shirley?
You know, I have 40 different Alabama hats. Every time I go out, or used to, every time I go out, I had an Alabama T-shirt.
We can
cut I love the
university. He's the guy that poisoned the trees.
At Auburn?
At Auburn.
Okay.
I am thinking of John Updike, but now that you say it, I got you now.
Sorry to get us off track.
Updike.
Sorry to get us off track.
I was thinking of Updog, my bad.
What's up, dog? Zach, where are you at, man?
Well, you know, I took it personally when you guys said, okay, if you do a triple, that wouldn't be as cool. So, you know, I'm doing a double. I'm shooting a state championship softball game while being on Pirate Radio Live, and I'm going to guess that I'm the first person to ever do that.
I'll have to go back in the archives and check that. And Zach, that was me ragging on you a little bit. It would be, I just want that for the old man, for Brian Bailey to do it. Because when I brought it up to him, initially he kind of scoffed, and then he was like, that would be really cool if I could do that. So, Brian, let's face it, man, he's getting up there, Zach. He doesn't have too many great achievements left. Give him this.
It's like Rory winning the Masters, just another feather in the cap of one of the greats.
It's like, he's on the 17th fairway, and, you got to, when you have an opportunity for birdie, you got to do it. And that's what Brian's trying to do. And, if we have the opportunity to do that, the other thing he has not done yet is cover a Stanley Cup final. And that is something that I really, really want to do. And hoping, hey, maybe by early next week, but we'll get to do that.
So will you be in Chapel Hill tomorrow?
Yes.
And
to go for at least the first part of the game, and then may have to run as we get closer to like 2:30, 3 o'clock.
And then are you going to Lenovo tomorrow night?
Yep, got the credentials approved.
All right.
And Ian Watlington.
Well, Zach, look, I'm happy for you if you can complete the triple, man. That's pretty cool. That's something cool on the resume.
Yeah, when you have the opportunity to do it, you got to do it. So why not? And I don't have to do really. Honestly, your crew will probably be busier during the ECU Tennessee game than I'll be because we can't even shoot anymore. But certainly excited to be there and to see what kind of atmosphere it is. I mean, the Tennessee folks that you've had on are kind of like, on the fence about how many people will actually be there. So I think it might be a heck of a lot of purple and gold there at the Bosch.
I'm still caught up on you said Brian Bailey's on the 17th fairway. He's a hole and a half away from death. He's not that old. I mean, good Lord.
You know what? I always say this, though. I want to have people's funeral while they're alive.
Yeah.
I hate that we get together and say all these nice things about people after they're gone.
Yeah, and the last week has really shown me that because, I mean, you hear a bunch of great stories about Kyle Busch, and it's like, man, I wish I would have heard that, and I could have appreciated it more than just being a fan of him when he was alive.
I hate to plan it myself, but like, I kind of want to have a funeral next week, and all y'all come and say the things you love about me.
And you're gonna lay in a casket,
and I'll lay there and listen to it. I think that'd be great. I think I'm gonna start that business.
Okay,
live
and clip, and then we hear one gong, just one bell, and you just pop right out.
Yeah, if I can do a full sit up.
How about gong, lights go out, lights come back on, you're not there.
Yeah, we'll put some production elements in it. That'd be cool.
Can we put you over, Clip?
I'm going over, brother. I love what Master Yoda has done here in the chat. I didn't understand it for a second, but now I get it. He has mapped out the entire Chapel Hill Regional. Y'all want to know how it's going to go?
Yeah.
East Carolina beats Tennessee. VCU shocks the world and beats Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Then Carolina beats Tennessee. Zach, are you talking while I'm talking?
Listening.
All right. Hang on a second, buddy. Carolina beats Tennessee. ECU beats VCU. Carolina beats VCU. ECU beats UNC. ECU wins the Chapel Hill Regional. He's got it all planned out.
Man.
And one quick swoop. I love it.
Swoop.
Now, I don't know if I agree with what he's got here. Zach, how you feeling about the Chapel Hill Regional overall?
Yeah, echoing a lot of the sentiments. I will say, I think it's that one and the Lincoln one are probably the two hardest in the country. But it's competitive because it's sort of the one of the hardest ones that has a 4 seed that can do damage. No one's looking past VCU. Carolina fans certainly aren't. ECU fans know not to after a couple years ago when everyone penciled in ECU and Wake in that winner's bracket game, and all of a sudden it was flipped, and it was VCU Evansville in the 1-0 game on that Saturday. So it's going to be fun. It's fun when all four are paired together. If you're a Carolina fan, I think you have a right to be a little annoyed by it because they probably earned a little better, but you're going to have to beat a lot of good teams to get to Omaha anyway, so you might as well start now. ECU, I think to make a run, you got to have the pitching line up and not be perfect, but be pretty close to it. And that's the challenge ahead. You got to have Towers and Norby set the tone and then get some unexpected, kind of unsung hero-like performances from other guys on the staff to really have a shot. And I don't think you can go in the losers bracket at all, Flip. I really think they have to run the table. Maybe you lose Sunday, but otherwise I think you got to run the table.
And we talked to Schumpert yesterday, Ryan Schumpert, and he said this game's crucial for Tennessee. He doesn't like their chances coming out of the losers bracket. He said we got to win this one because the pitching is going to get thin. And I mean that's the problem with a lot of the teams in these regionals and what separates kind of the elite from the rest. So I used the joke when we were talking about my live funeral about the sit-up. I did the self-deprecating humor before anybody else could.
Yeah.
But Hunter said the sit-up might put Clip out. Like, if he'd have said that before I said it myself, I would have been very upset and went home and, like, ate a bag of chips and a honey bun. But since I said it first.
Now you're motivated.
Now you're
a
okay.
sick puppy.
Thanks, Hunter. Hunter also said, good evening, cowards.
Good evening, cowards. You just gotta be a sick puppy.
The sick puppy. The sick puppies are in Chapel Hill. Zach, I'm just worried. And it's crazy because I had these same feelings going into the Oklahoma and Florida games in years past and regionals past. But, like, how many runs do we need to score to win? How many can we give up and still win? Can we keep up? If Tennessee scores 5 or 6, can we win a game where they do that?
Well, I'll spin it positively back your way, and I'll say that Tennessee has had a real issue. And this pitcher in particular, Blanco, has had an issue with giving up 3 or 4 in the first inning.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think the key is getting to them early, and they did that last year against Florida. And I remember being at some state championship and saying, holy shnikes, the quote Butchercross, like they jumped out quick. So that's the key, and they've done it before. This group has done it before. They did it, in some of their games in Clearwater. So there's no reason to think they can't do it. But that's they got to jump out early. I guess how many runs do they need? I mean, 5 plus. Let's say 5 plus to feel good. But they've been so feast or famine all year. So why stop now? And I guess we'll kind of know early if they hold true to the team that we've seen for 56 plus games.
Zach, we saw some pitching performances last year in the regional that kind of surprised everybody, like Lance Williams and Bradley Zayak. Who do you think those pitchers could be for ECU this year's regionals?
Yeah, it's you're gonna need at least a couple of them. Give me a Hoagland out of the pen.
Oh yeah,
give me a Hoagland. Webb wouldn't surprise me, right? I'm just trying to think of guys in my head. Like Webb wouldn't surprise you if he goes 5 shut at some point because he's shown that this year. I'm just trying to think of other guys. How about an Ethan Rose, all conference freshman team? Maybe he goes 4 shut when you don't expect it, and it's kind of dancing in and out of trouble to do so. So I'll go Ethan Rose and I'll go Hoagland, who's kind of he pitched decently in Clearwater too when you think about it.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Big Ten Cappy joining us. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, Zach, but man, I was looking for last time Penn State went to the baseball tournament. They don't even make their own tournament sometimes. But last time was 2000. Is that right?
2000. Yep. It's because Jeff Palumbo was busy stealing all of Pennsylvania and New Jersey's best baseball players.
Ooh.
Wow. I have made that joke too, Jeff Palumbo. So I'm not saying anything that I haven't already said to him.
Yeah, we don't doubt that.
I fully believe in the alternate universe where Trey Savage is Penn State's ace.
Ah, yeah, Pennsylvania guy.
You think about him. Antolik is a Conningham, Pennsylvania guy. Another name, perhaps, out of the pen who could do something. But it's, all the PA guys that just come to East Carolina and show out. And Penn State just continues to suffer.
Well, the Big Ten.
Championship. They did get to a Big Ten championship 2 years ago.
Nice. The Big Ten wins everything these days because they went out and got a bunch of random-ass schools.
Yeah.
And one of those is UCLA. Zach, I've been asking all week, and I finally got somebody to say SEC yesterday. I think it was Mike Rooney. Okay. SEC or the field wins the College World Series this year?
Make it 2, Clip. I've already filled out my bracket. I have them dogs, Georgia, coming away with their first national title since 1990 in baseball. So I'll take the bait. I'll jump over with Rooney, and I'll say SEC. I feel like Georgia, Texas, Auburn. I think I have all 3 of them in my Omaha 8.
Yeah.
So I'll take them against UCLA, Georgia Tech, and Carolina.
How important is Brad Pruitt going to be for this Bulldogs team, Zach?
I honestly, I'd love to just BS and tell you, it'll be because of coming clutch. I can tell you one thing he's done this year.
He lost to Troy in a midweek. He blew a lead to Troy in a midweek. I do remember that.
Oh, yikes. Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't him. He played in the game.
Maybe it wasn't him. That's the kind of stuff we do here.
I'm a homer, man.
Maybe it wasn't him. I'm going to look up his stats. Hey, that's the thing.
I have no idea what's true from this year.
That's the thing with the SEC, though. It's like maybe not the high-end quality this year, but the sheer quantity that could be in Omaha that makes me kind of want to take that SEC side, like you, Zach.
Yeah, but the higher upside teams are UCLA, Georgia Tech, Carolina.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just kind of banking on this is what we've seen every year. I need to see someone do it before I actually believe it.
Yeah.
Like, it's more about that because the sport all year has been ran by those three teams. The SEC is kind of jockeying, but, I think Georgia got a break with the regional. I think we might get Georgia Tech in Omaha, which would be, clean old-fashioned hate at the College World Series would be pretty electric, I would think. So,
Brad Pruitt made 8 appearances this year. 0-1 with an 8.22 ERA. So those are the numbers, if you're wondering.
Not going to get it done.
And that one loss might have been the one you were talking about.
He did play in that game. I don't know if he's the one that blew the lead.
Well, since you filled out your whole bracket, Zach, Jared has a surprise entry into Omaha. Boston College.
Yeah.
He says is going. Did you have any surprises, any 4s, any 3s making a run to a super regional or beyond?
Well, there's always one, but I'm saying not this year. I guess Southern Miss would be my quote-unquote surprise team. I do have Miami winning their regional against Florida. I think we do get a Florida-Miami just absolutely toxic regional final in Gainesville because that, you talk about triangle of hatred here with Duke, Carolina, and State as I stand here at Duke's softball complex. Florida, Miami, and Florida State, that is a long-running thing. So that's kind of one of my shockers, I guess. But Southern Miss I have them in Omaha. They're kind of my mid-major to make a run, but otherwise I think we get a pretty top-heavy College World Series this year.
Zach, we'll let you go in just a moment. Real quick, let's get our Doghouse Tavern dog of the day, and mine is a college baseball pick, and I did win last week with the Braves over 4.5 runs against the Marlins. They hit that very easily against Alcantara and won that game. This week I'm going college baseball. Now I was going to go something with the Braves or the Hurricanes, but I looked through the college baseball lines and I was looking to see, okay, any, plus money teams that I like in this thing. And I'm kind of ignorant on it, Zach, but Virginia is plus money against Jacksonville State. This is what people hate. Like, I am going just power whatever conference blindness here and taking Virginia as an underdog plus 115 against Jacksonville State. Any thoughts on that game in particular, Zach?
Just at the you got me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Gamecocks they've been good. That's kind of a fun little regional pair in there. And State, they probably have a lot more fans there than UVA. I'm with you. Like, based off my Omaha 8, not knowing like a ton about the matchup itself, but I'll say, I don't know. I'll try to get.
It feels pretty even. I'll take the plus money. So give me the Wahoos who have postseason experience. Plus 115 against Jacksonville State. Chandler, are you going baseball or something else?
I'm going NBA.
All right, Chandler's going Thunder. Is that tonight?
Yeah.
Plus 130 to beat the Spurs, and that would close it out, right?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. This game, this series is going 7, so I don't like Chandler's pick. My pick took the Knicks to win the East.
Congratulations.
Might as well just ride the whole damn thing. Let's go Knicks to win the finals.
Plus
210.
Plus 210.
It's a historical run.
You've already cashed in at plus what?
320.
320 to win the East. That was a big one. So you got something to play with.
Yeah, and look, teams that have gone on these stretches, I think 11 wins in a row. Only one of them's lost. That was the 89 Lakers. The rest of them have won. Bulls, Spurs, Shaq, Kobe, Lakers.
Teams that have had this kind of success they're having in the playoffs.
Yeah, and to win how much they've won by on the road especially, that's unheard of. And this team is just dominant. They like each other. Mike Brown likes his guys. So I think this team has a lot of fuel, and they're going to go pretty far.
Zach, any dogs you're looking at for tomorrow or anything else?
Well, Clipper, you gave me enough time to jump on DraftKings here, and I did see that E is plus 140.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Give me E plus 140 to beat the Vols. Want to know?
Let's guess on the total. Is there a total? Don't say it if there is.
Yes, there is, but
all right.
I won't tell you the number.
I'm going to go, I think it's like, I'm going to go, is 11.5 too much? Give me 10.5.
I was thinking 11. I'll go 12.5.
All right. What you got, Zach?
Clipper, closest to the pin. It is 10 on the nose, minus 115 either way.
Wow.
Interesting.
Zach, are you just sitting in the bleachers yelling, Ease, I got Ease?
I went up. They have a little deck here on the third baseline here at Duke. So I went up here because I realized how obnoxious it was, especially as Anka put in a 2-run single to jump ahead.
This has been a long chat, too. We are milking this.
What is that doofus doing over there?
All right, Zach, one final question. The toughest question.
Schwartz, and I'm like, I shouldn't mess up his.
I don't know what you're saying. The toughest question you've ever been asked. What is your favorite Seinfeld episode?
Oh, the strike.
Oh, that's the best one.
Oh, wow.
Festivus. The Festivus episode.
Okay. All right. Well, asked and answered.
The strike.
All right, we'll let you run, man. Thanks for joining us, Zach. Always one of my favorite segments of the week. We rag on you a lot, but we appreciate you, buddy.
I appreciate you. It's been entertaining. Tune in for all your high school coverage on Channel 9 this week. And your Canes coverage tomorrow night. Let's see if they can get it done. Doesn't start until the Clip tweets the three trumpets. Clip, the segment's done and dusted.
All right, he got it all in. There he is.
Thank you, Zach. See ya.
Big Ten Cappy. Zach Kaplan. And we had our Doghouse Tavern Dog of the Day. I am going Virginia to beat Jacksonville State. Chandler's going Thunder to win tonight. J-Bone is riding with the New York Knicks.
I really just want to see New York burn because that city will be on fire if they win this. Spike Lee said it best. If they win the finals, they better win on the road.
I mean, people ragged on them. I kind of like. I hate when people rag on field rushes and court storms. I'm like, just let people have fun or whatever.
Yeah.
People rag on New York after they win a playoff game and the streets are full and they're going crazy. But you're right. If they were actually to win a championship, like it would probably get a little dangerous.
I was surprised that I didn't see anything after Monday night. I think it was Monday night when they closed it out.
Are they now like, hey, we got bigger fish to like? We could actually do this.
Yeah.
So yeah. But J-Bone's riding with the Knicks. Doghouse Tavern in Ayden tonight. Trivia night, 7 to 9. Miller Lite draft, or just $3. Bud Light bottles, $2.75. Baby Guinness shots, $6. Peach Punch, $6. Doghouse Tavern, 506 2nd Street in Ayden. Sponsor of our Dog of the Day. Let's take a break. We'll come back. One more segment to go here in hour one. We'll get a little bit of our new Blue Pirate report here from Scott Forbes on ECU, and also Cliff Godwin and more when we return Pirate Radio Live after these words.
Hey, Eastern North Carolina, Mike from SCI Technologies. Got summer travel plans, beach trips, long weekends, time away from home? Before you leave, make sure everything back at home is ready to go.
Imagine this. You're relaxing, miles away, and your phone buzzes. Not a surprise, not a panic, just a quick check-in. With SCI, you can arm your system, view your cameras, and get real-time alerts right from your phone.
So instead of worrying, just tap, check, and get back to your vacation. Because security isn't when everything goes right. It's for the moment something doesn't. SCI Technologies, protecting what matters, no matter where you are.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This May, get behind the wheel of one of the select new 2026 Subaru Forester models at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Get there now because they have as low as 0.9 APR available. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off of Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru of Greenville, a proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires June 1st, 2026.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles away. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles Juicy Golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor.
So when the craving is supreme, order ahead on our app and put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
UBE and PirateWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
This is Keaton Mitchell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Is your office printer on the fritz? Well, don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast 3-hour service on all your office printing devices. Contact CopyPro for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Oh, man, it's been 16 years since Harvey Updike poisoned Auburn's trees. What is it, Tumor's Corner or something? Here was the initial call into the Paul Feinbaum show.
They died?
Do what?
Did they die?
They're not dead yet, but they
will be?
They definitely will die.
Is that against the law to poison a tree?
Well, do you think I care?
No.
Okay, I really don't. Hey, and you can tell Tammy, I hope... Never mind.
Okay.
Roll damn tide.
Roll damn tide.
These folks, man.
That's the kind of folks we're up against 100 days from now.
Yeah.
In Tuscaloosa.
Tiff.
A bunch of Harvey Updikes. So
they might poison...
What could you poison here in Greenville?
River?
Sausage.
Poison the Tar River? Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Please. So pristine. Let's get our New Blue Pirate report. Here are some comments. It was Media Day today at the Chapel Hill Regional. Let's start, Shirley, with others on East Carolina. Scott Forbes. Tell you what, man, when I hear this guy talk, I know Mully's a fan of him. Like, he doesn't fit into the Carolina stereotype.
Yeah.
Seems like a good dude. Scott Forbes talked about his thoughts on East Carolina.
I have so much respect for East Carolina, for Cliff. Again, North Carolina guy. I've known him a long time. When I was a volunteer assistant at UNC, he was playing. Coach LeClaire, Randy Mazey when he was there was really good to me. We played Coach Mazey in the West Virginia Super Regional in 24. I think it's great. It gets even more fans in here. It's going to be more excitement. A lot of people were complaining when we got LSU in 2024 that it was the toughest regional, but I thought it was the toughest ticket, and that's what I'm wanting here. I want people to pack the seats, and that's what our guys deserve. It's going to be hard no matter what, but of course, I'm sure it's a little bit added, but I don't look at it that way. I look at it more just an exciting time for the state of North Carolina.
All right, that is Scott Forbes, Carolina coach on ECU. Shirley, do you have Josh Elander, the Tennessee coach, talking about the Pirates?
Well, they're playing good baseball right now. I mean, to beat UTSA in the way that they did it and how to be creative on the bullpen side, maybe some starters thrown out of the pen or what they got. But there's some dangerous hitters in the lineup. There's some different looks. We're familiar with some of the pitching that they got on their club as well. But it's a team that can hurt you in the postseason, and they're playing good baseball right now.
All right, Josh Elander, first year Tennessee head coach. Cliff, Chandler asked Cliff about Tennessee.
I want to start with that.
I mean,
we already know he doesn't know about Tennessee.
Right. Well, he didn't on Monday. It's Thursday now.
That's true.
Donnell asked Cliff about Tennessee. And if you didn't know, it's Donnell's first year here.
Mm-hmm.
And Cliff pointed that out. And didn't know about Tennessee. But Chandler, the Chan man, talking about, asked him about the Tennessee program.
They're good. I don't think they missed a beat when, no offense, when Vitella took the job. They got really good players. They have a great coaching staff. They play in a really tough conference. So we'll have our hands full tomorrow.
All right. Knows a little bit about them. But we're joking.
Well, the question was not, what do you know about Tennessee? It's just, what are your thoughts on Tennessee? What do you think?
Okay. So he did not steal Donnell's question.
No.
Okay. But Cliff is just like Blake Harrell, us.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on us.
Mm-hmm.
It's about us.
At the end of the day.
It is about us. Speaking of the Chan man, Chan, Big J Journalism, asking questions to Gavin Gallagher. Shirley, do you have that cut? Let's hear that.
First row on the right. Chandler Honeycutt, Pirate Radio in Greenville. Gavin,
I'm a former long snapper.
You're no stranger to postseason success. I believe you won the most outstanding player in this regional twice. So what's your mindset going into the the postseason in the past, and is it similar to this postseason?
Yeah, definitely. We talk about it. They're bigger games for sure. I mean, it's the postseason now, so it's definitely, there's more at stake. But as far as routine goes and everything like that, I just try to keep it the same. We worked so hard, like we said, since August to get into the position that we are now. So, during that time, you find what works, and, it's just about applying that. So, trying to take care of my body, get my rest, get, hydration, stuff like that. And then, just put in the work and trust the preparation. At the end of the day, when, the game starts and you're in between the lines, you just got to leave it up to that.
All right. There he is. Gavin Gallagher. Good question.
Yeah,
by
great
the
question.
Chat man. Good work.
I want to hear from Cliff Godwin again.
Let's do it.
Cup 5. What is your message to the fans to get them out to the ball field? In parentheses, Lord. She put it on the sheet.
Okay, go ahead.
Lord have mercy. Who in the Sam hell asked that effing question? And then there's about 8 question marks and exclamation points. And it's a minute long. That's a good question.
Should we set this up a little more? So Shirley listens to the questions and answers, makes a cut sheet. I have a lot of experience doing this as well, and it is a not a tough task, but a time-consuming task that cannot be fun and can be tedious, Shirley. And, you did a lot of cuts today. So there was a little bit of that frustration, but I think you were more frustrated about the question that was asked.
Yeah, as someone who has sat in on many a press conference in the close to 30 years that I've been in the radio business, I have heard all sorts of types of questions. So some will trigger me if I feel that it's a question that is is asked in a way that makes me think that you did not do your research.
Well, just reading this, it seems like it's implying that nobody's going to be at the game tomorrow, and you're going to have to beg fans to get there. That's the way it looks.
That's kind of the vibe I got when the question was asked.
All right.
And that's why I kind of went off the deep end and went, what the hell kind of question is this? Because anyone who knows anything about Pirate Nation, which Cliff Godwin does go into detail, that's why it's a minute long, we travel well.
Would anybody like Pirate Radio memorabilia? This is like the first cut sheet Shirley's cussed on. She could autograph this and frame it, and you could win this.
One of two.
Sorry,
you could bid on it.
You know, you and I both said this week, Regionals Week has had a football feel.
It's been fun, but man, it's been busy.
It's been busy, and unfortunately, because of that, sometimes we're up against it trying to get stuff done, and I just lost it on the question.
Jared, read it one more time, and we'll hit the answer. Read the question.
What is your message to fans to get them out to the ball field?
And the rest.
Lord have mercy. Who in the Sam Hill asked that effing question?
I don't think you have to encourage East Carolina fans in the postseason. I'm getting chill bumps as you ask that question. I could be wrong. And I know UNC, Tennessee, VCU, everybody's fans will travel because it's all in pretty close proximity, obviously. We've got a great venue. It looks like it's going to be great weather. So just excited to have another experience in the postseason. They don't hand these out. You have to earn them. And this group that was able to win a share of the conference title and win the conference tournament championship, I'm as proud of this group as any group that I've coached here at East Carolina with the adversity that they have been handed throughout the year with different injuries. And every time they felt like they were getting their nose up above water, there was something else that bad would happen to them, and they just kept hanging in there. And I've said this a lot, and I don't know what the future holds. The big man up top knows who's going to win this regional, but this group will go down in a very special place in my heart because of the way they've just persevered through some tough stuff.
Great stuff.
Ask a bad question, get an amazing answer. That is the key, folks. Remember that moving forward, Jared.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. You out?
Yes, I'm out.
Later, buddy. Good job.
Sir.
Appreciate you.
See noon tomorrow, YouTube, Pirate Radio TV, watching the game.
We will be here thanks to Tiebreaker sponsoring the Pirate Radio Watch Party and the Birdie Bar sponsoring our coverage of the Chapel Hill Regional. We'll have giveaways to the Birdie Bar, a free hour of play out there. Go play. I think Mark was telling me he played TPC Sawgrass the other day, so you can go play some cool courses at the Birdie Bar. But yeah, we'll be here at noon watching the Pirates and Volunteers. When we return, we'll preview it with Brandon Golden after this.
This weekend, you have the power to make big change for all kids during the 41st Annual Children's Miracle Network Celebration broadcast. Tune in to WITN from 8 to 11 p.m. on Friday and 6 to 11 a.m. on Sunday and hear stories of true miracles happening right here at James and Connie Maynard Children's Hospital at ECU Health Medical Center. Join us in making miracles happen. Donate online at givetocmn.com or call during the telethon at 1-800-673-KIDS. That's 1-800-673-5437.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now, our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight, we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. The Toot Boone Boogie.
Close your eyes and picture this: sizzling fajitas hitting the table, fresh seafood bursting with flavor, and a handcrafted margarita waiting in your hand. That's the experience waiting for you at La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood on 10th Street in Greenville. From brunch with friends to a quick lunch break, La Tavara brings the taste of the coast and the heart of Mexico together in every bite. So when you're hungry for something fresh and unforgettable, make it La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood, 10th Street in Greenville, or online at latavara.restaurant.com.
Looking for a zero-turn mower? Buy what the pros buy, where the pros buy at Ron Ayers Motorsports, your local authorized Hustler dealer. Shop the full lineup of Hustler residential zero-turn mowers, known for their reliability, speed, and heavy-duty build quality. Hustler mowers all feature thick fabricated decks, one-piece steel frames, and Hustler's trademark smooth track steering. Come see us today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. You can stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, we are 100 days away from kickoff. ECU, Alabama on the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff. We are 20 hours away from getting underway in Chapel Hill, East Carolina, and Tennessee. We'll continue to preview that. Joining us on the Turner Home Team Live line, Brandon Golden, who we'll ask him. He's been to some postseason baseball trips during his time. Brandon, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing great. Do you know how many regionals you were a part of during your time in college?
4-ish, 5 maybe. Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
I forgot to think about all of them, but yeah, somewhere in there.
Brandon, we talked to you all season long, and I'd say Brandon, Pirates lose 2 out of 3 this weekend. Things not going well, and you, in your calm demeanor, said, "Yeah, it's baseball. They'll be all right, and this is going okay." And most of the time I agreed. Sometimes I wanted to be like, Brandon, this isn't good, man. Come on. But A, I'm not really a hit the panic button guy. And B, who am I to tell you how to feel about baseball when you've been there? So you've kind of kept the slow and steady, and that horse wins the race. And here we are, another co-championship in the regular season and conference tournament champions again.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, for those guys to go out there and do what they've done with,
a lot of people won't talk about it, but just the hand that they've been dealt, it's been really cool to watch how they've rallied around each other and just gone out there and fought for a chance to keep playing, which is really awesome.
We talked about this too. Like, where would you like to go to a regional? Do you like the familiar face of North Carolina, who you split with during the regular season? You know them, they know you, or would you rather have gone elsewhere? What do you think about the draw the Pirates got?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I mean, obviously we always travel well. I think anytime we play in the state of North Carolina, it's got a chance to have a lot of purple and gold there, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, I mean, we know them pretty well. They know us. We know their coaching staff. We kind of know how they like to do things, and vice versa. So it should be a pretty electric atmosphere, tomorrow at noon, just with everything going on. But yeah, gotta handle Tennessee and play well with them, and then kind of see what happens from there.
I guess you're anti-Vitello now that he's with the Giants and they rivals with the Dodgers. But do you know him at all? Have you crossed paths with people that know him? Because I talked to Ryan Shumpert yesterday, who covers Tennessee, and he said, yeah, the kind of stereotype of him maybe was earned early on, but he said he did pull in the reins a little bit the last couple of years there. But their program is a little bit different now with Elander in charge.
Yeah, for sure. No, I don't know Tony very well. I've just watched what he's done, and I mean, one of the coolest things that I ever saw, I think when they won it, just him running around and just the excitement and the pure joy that he had. I remember telling some people that I was watching it with, I was like, "That's cool. Like that's what this is supposed to be about." So I'm gonna have nothing but respect for him. And yeah, I don't know him. I would love to talk to him and kind of hear how things are going for him and just how different it is being in the big leagues. But yeah, I mean, I think he's done an amazing job, and I'm sure he's drinking through a fire hose and just got a lot going on, but it's a pretty cool experience that he's got going on there.
No doubt. And now Elander, the man who I understand has a more calm demeanor, but we'll still see, a brash Tennessee team that can hit the long ball, Brandon. And, speaking of the word stereotype, kind of stereotyping them maybe a little big league baseball where they're feast or famine offensively, but they are dangerous in the lineup. Going to be tough for Ryan Towers tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I'm sure we've been watching a bunch of video, and they've been trying to figure out how to pitch guys and what we want to do. But I mean, anybody playing, this weekend and any time throughout the rest of the summer, they're going to be pretty good, and they're going to be able to beat you in multiple ways.
Man, one thing East Carolina has had throughout the years is a guy that, and Ethan Norby is our big time starter, but a guy coming out of the bullpen and giving you those innings, and we saw him do that in the tournament. But going back to like Ryan Williams and Carter Spivey and Garrett Saylor, Danny Beal, just guys that get it done and want the ball no matter the situation. And I know you've Ethan pretty well. How about what he was able to do this weekend in Clearwater, and what you expect from him this weekend?
Yeah, it was unbelievable, and it was what I had been hoping and expecting all year, and it's just that's who he is. Like that's the person he is, and obviously he's a super talented athlete. But push comes to shove, like if the game's on the line, that's the guy that I would want to go to war with. And if we win, awesome. That's what we're trying to do. But if we lose, like I'd be happy with Ethan Norby on the mound anytime.
It's kind of odd, Brandon. I hear Cliff talk about sometimes during the regular season the guys are tight and they're playing tight. They need to be looser. And it doesn't seem like that's the way it is come postseason. They in years past, beating Florida twice last year and playing Coastal in some good games. I keep going back to beating Oklahoma a couple of times in the Charlottesville regional. And maybe a little tightness here at home in front of the fans. That's a different thing. But when we've seen them away from Greenville in regionals, they seem to be pretty loose and having fun. And I got a feeling that'll be the same tomorrow. We'll see. But is there anything to that, Brandon, in your experiences?
Yeah, I think anytime it's in postseason baseball, there's always, it's a different level and it's a different excitement. But this is what they've worked for, and this is what they've put all the time and effort and energy and sacrifice in for. So it's school's out. It's time for them to just go out there and reap the benefit of all the hard work they've done. And yeah, I've definitely seen guys loosen up a little bit and just play for each other and really kind of take the thought process of let's see what we can make out of this and go on a run here.
National storylines, BG, can the SEC do it again? Can they win another championship? Can UCLA cap off their historic season? Talked to Aaron Fitt this week about what they've done, and he said that they're a little bit different than other teams where you don't see a lot of wire-to-wire number ones in college baseball. You know what I mean? You'll see 5 or 6 teams, whatever, throughout the year be number one. They went wire-to-wire, 51-6. So that's a big storyline. What are you looking to outside of East Carolina? What's fascinating you about this tournament coming up?
Yeah, I think just watching, all the different environments, I think that's going to be cool. I think, with Kansas doing their thing and Nebraska getting to host, I think that's going to be awesome. And just bringing college baseball to the forefront and how special it is. And we were watching the selection show the other day, and I looked at Emily, I started cheesing, and she's like, oh my gosh, here we go. You're not thinking about getting back in college baseball already yet? I'm like, no, we got a good thing going here. But it's just, it's such an exciting time. You can just feel the intensity and the differentness of it, I guess, is a good thing to say about it. But I'm just really excited about everybody, I guess, all across the country to be able to kind of see what college baseball is and the intensity of it. It's going to be a fun time.
We have Mike Rooney from ESPN on yesterday, and squeeze play is, I told Mike, I was like, I thought red zone was the best invention man ever made, but I think it might be squeeze play. I'm so excited for that this weekend. And you're right, seeing those environments, seeing the upsets, learning household names, at least for a weekend. Maybe you'll forget about them a week or two from now, but there's going to be some heroes we'll learn about this weekend. And that Kansas thing you mentioned, Brandon, I joked last week, like, did they just have a huge NIL donor or something? But Mully was telling me that they just attacked the JUCOs. So I want to kind of study up on what they did. But from what I understand, it's pretty a fascinating story how they built their program.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think there's a ton of really, really good junior college baseball all across the country, but especially out in that area. So I don't know that for sure, but yeah, I'd probably defer to Mully on that. That sounds right to me.
Yeah, and a lot of ways to build it these days, and we'll kind of wrap it up there. Cliff Godwin talked about how proud he was of his staff, his team, but you're looking at a tournament, Brandon, with no Vanderbilt, no LSU, no South Carolina, no Clemson, no Dallas Baptist, just big-time teams, and for ECU to be there for the 8th straight year, and what is it, 11 and 12 years, something like that. That's just shows you the program right there. That's huge.
100%. It's so hard to do what we've done year in, year out, and the expectation has become hosting regionals, but I don't think people understand how hard it is to play in a regional. And those teams that you just mentioned, Clip, that aren't in it, just shows you. I mean, those are national powerhouses that have done things at a super high level, and we've been right there with them in playing in regionals. And I can't wait to see it when we get over the hump and we make it there and into the College World Series, and I'll be there, and it's going to be awesome. And there's going to be a ton of Pirate fans there, but it'll happen. I don't know if it'll be this year or not, but it'll definitely happen, and it's going to be a fun ride to watch.
All right, final question, Brandon. Will this year's College World Series champion come from the SEC or the field? Which side are you on?
I'm going to go with the field because I would love the Pirates to be there.
All right, there you go. I figured that was going to be your answer. BG, I appreciate you, man. We'll try to check in with you for a few minutes, get a recap after the game tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. Talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right, there is Brandon Golden joining us. Turner, Home Team Live Line. We'll call HUD in a few minutes. I got a minute. Let's take a look at the schedule for tomorrow. Shirley Rhodes. And we'll be here tomorrow. Shirley, give me your tiebreakers order. I know you've had a lot to do today, but you need to put that on your list of things to do.
Well, there's two dishes. I can't decide which one I want.
Oh, get both. I ain't paying for them.
Hey,
coming up at noon.
Yay.
First pitch along with
ECU. Be sick puppy, man.
ECU Tennessee. That's ESPNU at noon on the ACC network. Illinois Chicago and Georgia Tech, and on ESPN2 Kentucky and Wake Forest. There's another window of games starting at 1:00. 4 in fact. Milwaukee at Auburn in the Auburn Regional. Texas host Holy Cross. The Gators of Florida hosting Rider, and Kansas will be hosting Northeastern. 2:00 in Hattiesburg, Little Rock and Southern Miss. 2:00 in Starkville. Lipscomb at Mississippi State. It'll be Oklahoma State and South Carolina, USC Upstate at 2 o'clock in Tuscaloosa, and also at 2 o'clock Liberty and BC in Athens. And just kind of rounding out the afternoon games at 3 o'clock, St. Mary's UCLA in LA. Tallahassee Regional, Florida State St. John's is at 3 o'clock. And also Oregon State, Washington State in Eugene. That is a really cool regional there with Washington State, Oregon State, and Oregon. A little old school Pac-12 showcase there in Eugene. I wonder where Coach O is going. Should I text him or text Mully? I'm going to text Coach O, see if he'll answer. Because he has been a site rep for many, many years. And I remember one year, I think he went to the Corvallis Regional and Super Regional. So I just kind of made up that he got lost in the Oregon woods and was going to show back up with like a giant beard. But yeah, Coach O was gone for a while. Let's see where he is this year. Let's see if he responds. All right, Shirley, let's take a break. We'll get Coach Hud on. We'll recap our interview a little bit with Mike Rooney yesterday. Coach Hud set up that interview for us, and it was awesome. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Coach Hud's baseball playing days, and also the legislature trying to fix college football. I love the ideas, and I think there's some good stuff in there. I just don't know if it's a possibility that it'll be fixed, but we'll ask Hud about that as well. When we return, Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live, back with you after this.
Hey Pirate friends, it's Rhonda from Russell's and we're back open with a whole new look. We have a ton of surprises for you to see, including our Johnny O Shop and Shop. Our racks and shelves are fully stocked with all new spring and summer merchandise for both men and women. Make it a point to come by Russell's in downtown Washington to check out the new look, experience the same great customer service you've come to know, and see all the new quality clothing that you love. We can't wait to see our pirate friends and customers back at Russell's in downtown Washington.
Hey O's fans, Star Wars Weekend lands at Camden Yards from Friday, May 29th through Sunday, May 31st as the O's take on the Toronto Blue Jays. Friday night, stick around post-game for a Star Wars-themed fireworks show presented by SeatGeek. Saturday, be one of 15,000 fans to score a Jordan Westberg Star Wars bobblehead presented by PNC. And Sunday, 10,000 fans, 12 and under, will receive a Star Wars poster. Don't miss it. Get tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On June 19th, country hitmaker Cole Swindell brings his chart-topping catalog to the stage. Don't miss a night of high-energy country music at Carolina Crossroads. For tickets, visit carolinacrossroadsamp.com.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
We declare it's time for you to trade into a new vehicle at the Declaration of Deals sales event at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep has doubled down with dealer discounts and now has savings up to $12,000 on a new 2026 Ram 1500 and a special finance rate on Ram of 2.9% for 72 months. If you aren't looking for a truck, no problem. We declare that 2026 Grand Cherokee come with savings up to $6,000. Or you can lease America's most awarded SUV for as low as $429 per month. But that's not all. Save up to $7,000 on a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler or lease one for as low as $379 per month.
East Carolina Chrysler Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
36-month leases, 10,000 miles per year, and $39.99 due at signing. Tax tags and $8.99 admin fee not included. Check out all the great deals at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep or at ecauto.com.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
This is Touchdown Tony Collins, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back out to the Turner Home Team Live line. It's going to be hot today because we got Mike Monaco coming up from ESPN in Hour 3. Also Joe Deck, the VCU play-by-play voice, and more coming up on today's edition of the program. Right now, we head out there to talk to the Hudder, former East Carolina defensive coordinator Greg Hudson. Coach Hud, how you doing, man?
Doing great, man. Good to talk to you again.
You're also our employee of the week, our guest booker of the week, lining up Mike Rooney for us.
Come on, man. Give me a challenge.
I know. I told Mike you said that, and I'm going to go for Tim Brown or Jerome Bettis next time, I guess.
I probably can't get Nuke Rockney, but I'll give it my best shot.
There we go. Hud, he was awesome, man. My trick is I'm like, hey, can you come on for 5 or 10 minutes? And that really means 12 to 15. And if I say 15, that means 20. But man, I could have gone forever. We were up against it, but he was awesome to talk to. I asked, we closed it out, Shirley. I asked a question about HUD to Mike Rooney, and here is my question and his answer yesterday on the show.
Yeah, I would say in this. It was that bad, huh?
Yep. Actually, his first words when he came on, seriously, was, well, if you guys know Greg Hudson, that means y'all have made some wrong choices. Something to that effect. All right, here we go. Let's go, Cheryl. Finally, we'll end on a HUD question. So I've known HUD since 2005, so I didn't know young HUD growing up, but looking at him since I've known him, he looks like a Mark McGuire just from the facial hair and the body, or maybe the intimidation of Mo Vaughn in the box. What's your player comp in baseball for Greg Hudson?
Oh man, player comp for HUD. It's gotta be somebody with some physicality, but also the personality of your team. Kind of like an Anthony Rizzo, different positions, but this big, kind of intimidating frame, but also not an intimidating person, just an absolute engaging person for the party. HUD was the man. He most popular guy on our team by a wide margin. Had an ability to connect with everybody. He was awesome. When I think about okay, what does being a great teammate look like? HUD was it. He could bust your chops and have a good time, but then you also knew that he had your back at all times. He was incredible.
That was cool to hear, HUD. Mike Rooney talking about you.
Holy hell. That's so humbling.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I thought of a guy, too, as he was saying that now, Joey Votto, who was a pretty big hulking dude, but also had a good sense of humor for your Reds.
Well, that just absolutely made my day, man.
I bet yeah, I figure we could get some tears out of you today.
Yeah, I mean, Sheik.
Oh, come on, dude.
All the way. Just got the Sheik going like crazy here.
Oh, you're the man, Hud. We appreciate you, and thanks for lining that up for us. And let's how were remind us of your baseball days, Hud, and because he talked about how you were a big recruit in football, but just a good overall athlete. So how about being a part of the baseball team?
You know, I was such a baseball lover that literally the day before, the weeks leading up to signing for Notre Dame, my baseball head coach and assistant both sort of like, but now had it not been for Notre Dame, the might have been about just being a solid hit it out every once in a while guy that could catch. I mean, you can go be a catcher if you're a great catcher and you throw people out and call games. You can hit 223 and make a hell of a living. So I was all about that, and I missed it so bad. And the coach that was there my freshman year ended up getting let go, and he had talked to me about playing, and I was like, nah. And then this guy, Pat Murphy, came in, and I met him like my sophomore year, and then by end of my junior year, I started talking to him about it. And then the senior year, that summer, I started taking batting practice when they stay around and play in this league in northern Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio, and just would, practice. And then I committed to it. And then one day, I mean, you talk about to find out if I was serious or not. He would set meetings up with me and he wouldn't show. He had 2 meetings. He would see if I was sitting outside of his office to see if I was waiting around, and then if I'd come back. And then the first day of practice, I think I caught like 7 hours of batting practice.
Jeez.
I mean, it was like I was catching BP, and Murph was, he'd get out there and throw, and about every fifth pitch, he was drilling one, trying to bounce it off the plate, get a cup shot going on me.
You were like a young Jake Taylor at the end of Jake Taylor's career with the.
And I still like to be more above the Bull Durham guy, but I'm Crash Davis, and it was so engaging, and it was so much fun, and it was a completely different atmosphere than football. And what was crazy is you play football and you just get banged to hell and beat up, and then you just you tape it and go, and you put ice on it and you go, and I just think you get numb to it. Baseball is a pain in the... I mean, you get a hangnail, and you're like, oh, my God, I can't grip the ball, and it, starts hurting in your shoulder. It was the weirdest thing. It was like you get stepped on. Oh, my foot hurts. It hurts when I slide. It hurts when I mean, it was every little ache and pain gets aggravated, but then I knew I really wanted to be a baseball coach, and that's how it really started. And then Murph hired me as his GA. And then I'm coaching summer wooden bat baseball in Muncie, Indiana, in the Wooden Bat League. Had a trunk full of Adirondack bats in my car, giving them out to players before games. It was just so much fun. You didn't care about money. All you cared about was going to the park and playing. So I loved it. And then football took over.
Man, that's awesome, and also cool all these years later, Hud, that as good as my Braves are doing, Pat Murphy and his Brewers not too far behind, 33-20, having a great year this year.
Yeah, a matter of fact, we were texting this morning. I'd sent him a text on something that I'd read about him, and we have code words, and we'll just send like one line from a lyric from a Bruce Springsteen song, like one back. You'll get the response. It just, I think I sent something about being relentless, and I don't know. You should Google the 200 Club for Pat Murphy. I'm a member of the 200 Club, and so was Rock Rogaman. And it's just take the word be something relentless. It adds up to 200 on each letter, what it is in the alphabet. That number. So Z would be 26, obviously. So the term is be effing relentless, and that adds up to 200. And so he started this 200 Club, and you had to be a relentless type of player, and giving and sacrificing and playing at 1,000 miles an hour on every play and every pitch, and in the dugout, dialed in, and that's how you got in the 200 club. And I said I saw 200 DNA in the game the other day. No.
Oh, cool.
And I ended my thing with I'll be on that hill, then I can't, because I can't stop. It's a song from Darkness on the Edge of the Town. And he just put, go through the darkness was his response. Love you, Hud.
Hud, you said something a while back that has stuck with me, and all the arenas and great forums you've been in your career. But you said when you go to Clark LeClaire, you kind of get a different feeling. And I thought that was really cool to hear, because you're right. Unfortunately, when you walk into Minji's, you don't quite get that feeling. But you step foot in Clark LeClaire and the history with it and the program that Cliff Godwin has. You said you get that feeling, and the hairs raise a little bit. I thought that was really neat. I know you really love what Cliff Godwin's done here at ECU, and here they are again back in another regional.
Totally. I mean, you think about, I categorize, football stadiums are these massive cathedrals of architecture and brick, and they're just they're so big. Some of them are overwhelming, and you don't even see the whole building. Baseball's a sacred ground, man. I mean, there's a reason that guys deliberately don't step on the painted line when they're heading out to see the pitcher at times. There's all kinds of traditions and little secrets about baseball that are so sacred, and it's hallowed ground. I mean, there's just certain things you don't do in a baseball stadium, and I would always feel that way when I was pulling in the driveway coming to work after they had built the new stadium. I was like, man, this place is so cool. And then you get a bigger affection for baseball stadiums if you go to Dyersville, Iowa, and you run through the corn. I mean, it's just different, because it's just the connection you have with the fans, and they're so close. The connection you have with your teammates, because you're all bundled up in this one, dugout, and it's I love it. So,
and man, in a way, I'm surprised Cliff Godwin's still able to do it, because he has every single emotion on his sleeve and loves this place so much as a player. And I'll ask you, Hud. I mean, you took every job you had serious because you had to, because you love football and you want to feed your family and all that too, right? So, but how about when you were at Notre Dame? How different that was than coaching at East Carolina or Florida State or anywhere else, because damn, that's got to be a lot of pressure. You want to do so good. And is it tougher when you're at your alma mater like that?
Well, sometimes, Rick Smith told me something one time back in the early 2000s before I came to East Carolina. I had a chance to go to Notre Dame and coach there, and I didn't do it. And I stayed with Glenn Mason. And Rick said to me one time, he said, Greg, he said, you can go back to your alma mater too soon sometimes, and it don't work out. How you going to feel when you go back? And I was like, damn, people hit me with that one. And but see, I did get the coach there as a GA for Lou Holtz during a very magical, mystique, championship time when. We're playing the first game day on ESPN. We're playing the first real big game of the century with Charlie Ward and FSU and NBC blowing it up as big as they did. And then, then I went back, it's freaking 20 years later, or whatever it was. And, not 20 years, but 15, 16 years later. And, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't the same. But it was still my school. You feel such a sense of responsibility to the place that, you launched from. I mean, if I don't go to Notre Dame, I look at it this way. If I don't go to Notre Dame, I don't meet Kelly, and I don't have these 4 kids, and I don't have this little Sheets grandson running around that is a blast. That's how I look at it. When you're in the moment and you're down on the field, or you lose a tough game to a rival, you feel bad because you feel bad for your team, but man, you know how much passion that's your friends that you lived in the dorm with, the Mike Rooney's, we lose a football game, I know Rooney's going to be like, what the hell, Hud? What's going on there? Just all kinds of emotions. But when you're there and you're winning, there's nothing like it.
Hud, you mentioned Glenn Mason. Thought of a cool trivia question I had last week. Very random. I can't even remember how it came up, but here's the trivia question. Before becoming a Super Bowl winning safety in the NFL and the Super Bowl 41 winning head coach, he threw 25 touchdown passes as the Minnesota quarterback from 73 to 76, 10th all time in touchdown passes in Minnesota. Do you know who that is?
No idea.
Tony Dungy.
That's right. We were talking about Minnesota becoming good in football when they were going down south to get players.
Yeah.
And but yeah, we talked about. I knew Tony Dungy was a quarterback there.
That's crazy because he, I never saw him play, but I knew he was a safety. But yeah, he, I think 10th all time in passing touchdowns at Minnesota.
Yeah, I had you look up Bobby Brown, I think, when we were talking about that, or Bronco Nagurski or something like that.
Yeah.
He was a gopher.
There we go, a gopher. All right, Hud, this year, baseball regionals, I've been asking everybody all week, SEC or the field to win the championship? Now, I don't know how closely you follow it, but that if you take the field, you get UCLA, Georgia Tech, Carolina, some really good teams. The SEC seems to win it every year. So what side are you on?
I'm rolling with the field this time, and I'm going to go with the hat trick that a Big Ten team gets the football, basketball, and baseball national championship, a Big Ten school. So I'm just going to stay with that one, and I'm going to let that resonate with you for a little bit, and all those Southern folk out there that are betting against me.
One more thing, we can talk about this a lot in the future, Hud. I don't even know if it's going to go anywhere, but real quick, a group of U.S. senators introduced new and wide-sweeping legislation Wednesday aiming to address issues in college sports. The Protect College Sports Act would limit transfers to schools one time without penalty, max of 5 years eligibility, prohibit former pros from playing in college, prohibit schools from poaching a coach. Like all these things are great, but what's the likelihood these things go into play?
I think they're going to go into play because it's gotten so bad.
Yeah,
you've let it become a drastic problem. Now you got to take drastic measures.
That's a good point.
Coach Holtz used to always say, abuse leads to restriction. And that's what's going to happen. And they have to do it. They have to get back into the integrity of the sports in the college level, and they've got to funnel in, where the dollars are flowing out to. They cannot have drop in other sports, even though football's paying the bills. That's just part of the deal. That coming in, and I think they have to do it. The transfer. I've told you this before, the NCAA makes a lot of their decisions, mostly bad, but they base decisions they make for athletes based on what is it like as a regular student? Well, the regular students transferring more than the athletes are now. Kids will come to school, and by December, the first semester, they may run out of money. Well, then they transfer to a community college, and then they don't come back to East Carolina. They're like, no, I'm going to go down to I'm going to go down to South Carolina. Then they stay there for a year. Nah, I'm going to go back. I'm homesick. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to this school for a semester. And then I end up finishing up in Raleigh. So you end up, transferring really 4 times, and those count. And so they say if the student body can do it, it has to garner the same way the athletes can do it. But money's involved, so they're going to shut it down. They got to. And I just if you want to do it, pay the tuition 1 year.
All right.
You can for a second time.
Yeah. Greg Hudson joining us, a lot more on that as we move forward. Hud, we got Pirates and Volunteers noon on a Friday, and cannot wait to watch your buddy Mike Rooney all weekend on ESPN Squeeze Play. It's going to be awesome.
He'll tear it up. I'll send him a text and make him say a word during we used to do that.
Oh, yeah. Love that. Let me know what the word is so I can look out for it.
I'll give him something like jugular throat or discombobulated.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll text you tomorrow so we can get that.
Make sure you do it.
Thank you, Hud. Appreciate you, man.
All right. See you guys.
Later.
All right.
There is Greg Hudson joining us. Turner Home Team Live Line. 1 day away from Squeeze Play being back on our televisions for 3 glorious long days. It's going to be a lot of fun. We will take a break, come back when we return. We got a lot of more baseball coming up hour 3, but a little football on the way. We'll go through the schedule with Rahjai Harris and get his thoughts on the Pirates. Also get a health update with Rahjai and talk a little Basils as well. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. And on the last Sunday of every month, Doug Henry is open. Your weekend just got a little easier when you're looking for a car because you can shop at Doug Henry of Greenville on Sundays. Visit Doug Henry for the biggest selection of used cars. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Mention Pirate Radio for $500 off any vehicle. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
Ready to play, Greenville? The Repair Shop Game Room at Fish Street Hardware is bringing the fun for all ages. Pool tables, skee ball, big screens, and ice-cold drafts all in one spot. Keep the week going with Singo Tuesdays at 7, Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic on Thursdays 7 to 9, and live music every Friday and Saturday 8 to 11. Plus, Yappy Hours Thursday through Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off appetizers, and Sundays, kids 12 and under eat free with the purchase of an adult entree. Fish Street Hardware, eat, drink, play.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
It's the final days of the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. Now all remaining inventory must be evacuated, liquidated, and eliminated for pennies on the dollar. Every living room and every dining room, every bedroom and every mattress must go off the floor and out the door. Our floor must be broom swept clean. Final days means nothing stays. Don't wait. It's the final days of the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. 2115 East Fire Tower Road in Greenville. See store for details.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, Bryce Williams here, former ECU tight end and proud customer of Stroud's Marine. Boating season is finally here and there's no better place to get your boat ready for the water. From tune-ups to parts and accessories, the team at Stroud's Marine has you covered with expert service and hometown friendly care. So whether you're casting a line or cruising the coast, stop by Stroud's Marine today and let's get you boating right. Follow Stroud's Marine on Facebook and Instagram or visit stroudsmarine.com to learn more. See you on the water. Go Pirates!
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
This is Ethan Norby, left-handed pitcher for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Don't miss a second of the action, Pirate Nation. How about download the free Pirate Radio app today? Take us wherever you go, and you can listen to all your favorite shows. You can listen to Pirate Radio Live, obviously, or you can catch up anytime with our archive content. We have had a ton of it for it to be a short week. It's everything you love about Pirate Radio right in your pocket, right at your fingertips. Just search Pirate Radio in your app store. Download it today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, some more great guests coming up. Hour 3, Mike Monaco from ESPN, Joe Deck from VCU. And we will be with you all day on Friday. Our normal show at 3 o'clock, but before that, we'll be on at noon with our ECU Baseball Watch Party, the Pirate Radio Watch Party. Brought to you by Tiebreakers. We'll be enjoying some great Tiebreakers food, watching the game, and also thanks to the Birdie Bar for sponsoring Pirate Radio's coverage of the Chapel Hill Regional. We'll have some giveaways from the Birdie Bar during our show. So tune in from noon to 3, watch the game with us, and have a good old time. All right, Rahjai Harris told us last week that he's never picked up a baseball bat, so we didn't talk a lot of baseball with Rahjai. A little bit about Cliff and the baseball program, but went through the football schedule with Raj, and here's that. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, our guy, number 47, Rahjai Harris. Rahjai, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Enjoying the sunlight, man. Just got back from rehab, man. And I'm blessed, man. I can't complain.
I was going to say it's great to see you in good spirits, but you're always in good spirits. But
always.
1%, Rahjai, so how you feeling this week? How's your recovery coming along? Everything kind of on track for you?
Yeah, I seen the doc yesterday, man. He's allowing me to walk, man, without the crutches and stuff like that, man. So that's definitely a blessing. Man, being able to be myself again with squatting and stuff like that, bending it way. I'm really they're not even measuring me no more for my bend, but man, being able to squat again, it's been nothing but a blessing for sure.
Rahjai, I believe I see the Battlehawks are going to the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good deal.
There. All we needed was a pinky toe on the door, man. It's over now. It's over, man. We've been working, man. Excited to see these guys go to work, man. Starting this week, though, man, we got one more week with Dallas, man, and that's a very good team, good quarterback. So just got to stay focused throughout the week, man, and play good tomorrow.
Are you think you'll be able to go to any of the postseason games? Or are you going to be stuck kind of there?
I'm not really sure how all that works out, but if I can, I will, though. I tell you that, man. I can tell you that, man.
Rahjai Harris joining us. Rahjai, today is a milestone day. We are 100 days away from kickoff on the David Price Construction Countdown to Kickoff, ECU, Alabama.
Let's do it, man. Them boys going to be ready, man. Just keep grinding, stay together, man, and play for each other. You feel what I'm saying? As long as we got leaders on that team, man, they mindset going to be ready. You feel what I'm saying? Don't sleep on the Pirates, man. You heard it here first. Don't sleep on the Pirates.
So yesterday we got some kickoff times, and we'll just kind of run through the schedule real quick and then talk about some of the games. But we already knew Alabama was going to be a noon kickoff at Alabama on ABC. Great opportunity, a lot of eyeballs on the Pirates.
Definitely. Everybody going to be watching, for sure.
September 5th. September 12th. And Rahjai, let me say this: your top five, as you would say, top five all-time favorite Pirate for me, top five all-time favorite guest, top five all-time favorite people that I've talked to on Pirate Radio.
You, man. That's you, man.
There's a but coming. I can't show favoritism, no bias. Why can't you, not ECU, but why can't Rahjai Harris beat Appalachian State, man? Why? Tell me why.
That's a good question. That's a good question. Because we should have beat them. We should have beat them every year I played them.
I am so sick of losing them to dudes, man.
Yeah, I done lost every year to App State. That's crazy. I ain't even really thought about it like that. Yeah, I don't lost.
They beat us here. They beat us there. They beat us in Charlotte.
They beat us in Charlotte. Yeah.
And this
that
year
has got than what that score showed, though, for sure.
This year's got to change. This year's got to change.
Oh yeah, man. I got the Pirates winning that for sure. For sure.
That's going to be a noon kickoff. That's going to be a hot one on September 12th. That'll be the home opener, and it'll be on ESPNU. One team the Pirates have had the number of in the Mike Houston, Blake Harrell, Rahjai Harris era is Old Dominion, and been a tight one or two, but this one will be at Old Dominion September 19th, 6 o'clock on ESPN Plus. And I think were you here, Rahjai? There was one years ago that was kind of a low scoring back and forth game, but you beat ODU at least once, right? Once or twice.
Yeah, I beat ODU my last year, 2024. Okay. But that environment was nice to play in. That environment was nice. Yeah, it was nice over there. And
then we got NC Central, 4 o'clock.
Okay.
ESPN Plus, September 26th, and I like playing in-state teams. If it's going to be an FCS team, might as well be an in-state team. And look, I remember losing to North Carolina A&T before you got here, Rahjai. So
don't sleep, man. You can't sleep on nobody no more. You can't sleep on nobody, man.
Everybody's got talent, right? Everybody's got players.
Man, everybody got players, man. Everybody got that guy.
Pirates will get a bye week on October 3rd. What do you think about that, Rahjai? You got 4 non-conference games and then a bye week, and then boom, your rest of the conference schedule. Do you like the bye there? Would you rather have it a little later? What do you think?
I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, that'd be a reset button. Just get a little reset mentally, man, before you get to that time. But I mean, you would like it later. I mean, shoot, I'll take it later. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it around the same time. Week 4, week 5, week 6, somewhere around there. That's where your body's starting to get to the point where you got to get a little extra rehab and stuff like that too. So a good little mental and physical reset for sure.
All right, we open up conference play at home against Rice. So hopefully the Pirates can get off to a good start in conference play. No kickoff time there yet. And then 2 challenging road Thursday night games. So you got October 15th at UAB, 7:30 Thursday night. The next week at Memphis, 7:30 Thursday night. So what do you think about that as a player and trying to get your schedule straight? Back-to-back road Thursday games. How does that kind of mess with the routine?
You know me, it really don't too much matter, but I just hate night games in general. Just waiting around. I say that'll be a main issue for me, man. Just having to wait. But I feel confident. I feel confident that'll be all right, man. Blake Harrell, man, he got a little thing going over there, man. I'm just excited to see them Pirates come out and play.
Halloween, Temple at home. Finally got rid of that Temple bugaboo years ago, and y'all been having success against them. I thought we'd never beat Temple, Rahjai, for a while there.
Oh, man, Temple, man, had a good little squad, man. And we used to, I don't know, man, going against them, man, I don't know if we used to listen to y'all a little bit about that or what, man. But on film, we used to always believe we could beat them. And, we used to always get in the game and do crazy stuff, man, literally. but yeah, we did turn that around, man. We did, for sure.
Yeah, it did feel cursed for a while, but we broke that curse. Goodwin, November 6th. It's a Friday night game. 7:30 at home against South Florida on ESPN2.
Oh, my. Yeah, that's a game I might got to be there.
That's a big one.
Be there. I might got to be there for that one.
All right, speaking of breaking curses, at Charlotte, November 14th, we don't have a kickoff time there, but glad to give them a beat down finally.
Yeah, man, we definitely got to do that.
And then a tough one, November 21st at Army, noon on CBS Sports Network. It don't matter what year it is, Rahjai, or whatever. You just know Army and Navy are going to bring it every time you play, right?
Physicality, man. Them boys play with physicality and they play smart. They watch film. And you got to understand that, man. Them trained professionals, man. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, they rally to the football. They play together, man. They definitely play as one. So that's a week right there. Mentally, we have to be strong for sure.
And then the Pirates will wrap it up either November 27th or 28th at home against FAU. No kickoff time for that one yet. So that is the 2026 schedule, and got times for a lot of those games yesterday. So that's exciting, Rahjai.
Late games, man. I seen it. Late games. Late games. Excited to see them boys play, though, man. I tell you that, man. I really am. We got some new faces around. And I just want to see how they're gonna fit into the program and everything like that. And I'm pretty sure, man, we got some leaders in that locker room. We got some guys from different areas. So, man, I'm excited to see everybody come together as one and play ball.
Rahjai, I'd love to have a podcast with you and Cliff Godwin just talking shop because y'all are like cut from the same mold. The only difference is Cliff is
that's the GOAT. You can't compare me to that, man. That's the GOAT right there.
in this way, Cliff was an Eastern North Carolina guy going to, from Snow Hill, and you're a South Carolina guy. But just the way y'all bleed purple, represent the university, and Blake Carroll and Cliff Godwin have a lot of similar traits too. I think in the way they kind of came up and the way they earned their stripes and everything. But man, he puts everything he's got into making ECU better. And every year, Rahjai, you look up, it might not be the best year record-wise, but another championship for ECU baseball, and just continues to get it done.
Most definitely, man. Hey, like I said, that's the GOAT right there, man. Big shout out to him, man, and that whole program over there. And just shout out to East Carolina, man, in general. That was my first opportunity. They gave me my first opportunity to just be myself. And, man, God keep blessing me, man, and keep putting me in positions, man, that I dreamed of. So, shout out to East Carolina for sure.
Pirates will be in Chapel Hill this weekend, Rahjai. They got Rocky Top on Friday at noon. Tennessee versus ECU. The other teams in the bracket are Carolina and VCU. And Pirates looking to win in a regional. How about I wonder if you know this, Rahjai. This is a weird regional, a weird tournament because LSU, Vanderbilt, we're talking about some champions there. They're not in the tournament this year. And how about South Carolina and Clemson not in the tournament this year? It's crazy,
man. Hey, but I tell you who in the tournament though.
Who's that?
Them Pirates. Hey, we got in, man. We got in. Let's go.
Earned the way in with the championship. Didn't have to wait till selection Monday.
Needed a pinky toe in the door. That's all we needed.
There we go. Rahjai Harris joining us. Rahjai, it's a great weekend to grab some basils here locally and enjoy some baseball. Hurricanes Friday night. Going for a win. If they win, they're in the Stanley Cup Finals. So maybe after work tomorrow, I go by, pick up a pizza pie from Basil's, head home, watch the game.
Oh my, that sounds perfect.
That's the plan.
That sounds like a plan right there. That sounds like a plan. You got to add the wings in there too.
I know. I'll get a few wings.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, Rahjai, this isn't good advice for you, as you can see, but I always get some. I always get some road. I get some road food. Like I got my meal waiting when I get home, but if I pick up like 6 wings, I can eat them on the way from Greenville to Winterville.
Hey, you is crazy.
You don't do.
Hey, Cliff,
maybe when you're a fat dad, you'll do road food.
Oh
but yeah.
I might have to come back to this video right here. I might have to come back to it.
Rahjai, enjoyed it, man. Keep up the good work. Keep getting healthy. Keep smiling, and we appreciate you as always, buddy.
Most definitely, man. Appreciate it, man. It's an honor. You already know, though, man. Much love, my guy.
All right, Rahjai Harris, once again, has us feeling good after an interview. Always great to chat with the former Pirate running back in good spirits, trying to heal up. Let's take a break. We'll come back, hour 3.
Wings on the road before you get home.
I mean, if I was hooked up to a lie detector and they said, have you ever done that before? And I said no, that thing would be shaking bad.
So it's like an appetizer before the meal?
Yeah. It's one time,
like
all right, we gotta go to break. But one time, I actually went to Walmart on the way home to get paper plates so I could make a plate for the ride home. I'm terrible.
Oh my
all right,
God!
Back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make a Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aidan Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
The new Papa John's oven toasted sandwiches are here. Try the Philly cheesesteak, chicken bacon ranch, and steak and mushroom starting at just $7.99. Chef-crafted oven toasted sandwiches filled with fresh toppings, melty sharp cheese, and savory sauces on ciabatta bread, brushed with special garlic sauce, and toasted. Available for pickup or delivery. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on 4 wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you. Busy show, busy week here on Pirate Radio Live. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll talk to Joe Deck, voice of the VCU Rams, and get a scouting report on VCU. Also got our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Best of Pirate Radio. You'll hear comments from Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball, Mike Rooney, who joined us yesterday. Big Notre Dame flair to the show with Rooney, with Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, and now Mike Monaco, who's also a Golden Domer, joining us on the Turner Home Team Live line. Mike, appreciate your time. How you doing?
But my pleasure to be with you guys. Fired up. This is the best time of the year, and anytime you get to come on any program the same week that both Mike Rooney and Aaron Fitt were on, you know you're living a good life.
A lot of baseball talk this week, Mike, and you know what? I real quick on Notre Dame, because I've been talking a lot this week. You know, East Carolina in 8 years in a row in a regional, 11 out of 12, I think, and don't take it for granted, because we are about to witness a tournament without Vandy, without Clemson, South Carolina, LSU, Dallas Baptist, some really, really big names. And Notre Dame has fallen off a little bit. And Link Jarrett was an assistant here at ECU, and he did great at Notre Dame, now at FSU. But I'll kind of throw them into the mix too, Mike. Maybe hopefully brighter days ahead for your alma mater. But, man, a lot of big-time names missing out on this tournament this year.
Yeah, I think it just goes to show how tough it is in this day and age to sustain success. And that's a phrase that Cliff Godwin used this week, as you guys well know and have probably heard throughout the season. But, man, like, it is hard. And I know when, you know, you follow one team and you live and die with one team, you always want it to be 40 wins and super regionals, and you want to punch through and get to Omaha. But, like, it is hard in this day and age just to get there. Like, LSU, man, they brought back a lot. Yeah, they lost a lot, too. And they went out and they got guys that were billed as big-time transfers, and it didn't work. And, you know, it crashed this year. And they dealt with injuries, too, and that type of thing. But, man, it's hard. And, you know, you get hot at the right time. You get hot in the conference tournament last year like ECU. You get hot a little bit earlier than that this year and share the league title and then go win the conference tournament the way they did. Super impressed with that program from afar, and now really digging in this week and seeing them practice and talking with Cliff earlier today. It's super impressive.
Mike, before we talk about the Chapel Hill Regional and more college baseball, a little bit about you, because you're in kind of the middle of you're a young guy, but man, your resume, you look like a grizzled veteran with everything you've been able to do, from of course college baseball to the NHL and Major League Baseball. I'm watching Chris Sale pitch against the Red Sox right now, and I know you're up in Boston. But how about your career and just being able to live the life of making money calling sports? You living the dream?
Well, Cliff, yeah, thanks for saying that, man. I'm sure it's like you know, like just getting a chance to be around sports in any way for a living is pretty cool to me. I was a failed high school athlete, you know, had dreams of playing in college or pro sports, but certainly was going to end far before that. So, yeah, to be around it is cool. I was always that kid growing up that loved all these different sports, and kind of whatever season it was, I would always say that that's what my favorite sport was, you know, at that time of the year. So to be around and do a bunch of different stuff is really cool. But for me, baseball is special. Like, I did 5 years in minor league baseball. I've been around the college game for a while, since when I was in school, like you said, at Notre Dame. I did a couple summers in the Cape League. Have had the stray East Carolina midweek game maybe on ACC Network years ago, and now get to see him in the postseason. And yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I'm very, very fortunate.
Awesome. And, man, going to be a fun regional in Chapel Hill. It should be just some awesome crowds, because I know the purple and gold will travel. There'll be some orange there, maybe some folks from Richmond, and you'll see a lot of the Carolina blue as well. How about just the regional as a whole, Mike, and how it sets up? I mean, Aaron Fitt said it was one of the toughest. Mike Rooney agreed. I mean, you might be calling one of the best regionals in all the land this weekend.
There are metrics that would say it is the toughest based on Diamond Sports ranking, you know, which is kind of similar to RPI. It's a newer metric. You can easily argue that it is the most challenging regional. When you look at 36 regionals for East Carolina as your 3 seed, a 2 seed in Tennessee that since the start of the 2020 season, they have won the most games in college baseball. They have the best winning percentage in college baseball. Been to Omaha 3 of the last 5 years. Been the number 1 overall seed 2 of those 5 years. Your 1 seed North Carolina is a top 5 for the 3rd year in a row. A couple years removed from Omaha, a run away from Omaha last year. Maybe the best pitching staff over those last 3 years in the entire sport. And then a 4 seed in VCU that could have been a 3 seed and has been to a super regional in 2015, has been to 4 of the last 6 regionals. I mean, it's just, you can look at it that way by kind of program lineage, or just look at it in terms of the talent. And you think, we're going to get to Saturday, and let's say Ethan Norby is throwing on Saturday. We're going to have Norby throwing on Saturday. We're going to have Tegan Coons, who's going to be a first-round pick for Tennessee, throwing on Saturday. We're going to have Jason DeCaro, who is top 10 in the country in ERA, 3 years a weekend starter for North Carolina, and is going to be maybe a top 3 or 4 round draft pick. He's going to go on Saturday. So just like in terms of the talent that's going to be out there too, pretty incredible. And yeah, I mean, you said it in terms of the fan base. I'm fired up to see the East Carolina fan base because, man, like I know what the jungle looks like on TV, and I know it's not the same as it being in Greenville, but seeing it come to Chapel Hill in at least some regard, I'm excited for. Tennessee's obviously got a great fan base, like you said. And, Boshamer Stadium is a really cool place, and they've had some awesome postseason baseball here these last couple of years. And their fans, they certainly turn out in the postseason. So I'm excited to see it all unfold.
What a build-up by Mike Monaco, the Don King of college baseball, selling a prize fight there. That was awesome, Mike. I'm fired up now. And how about our guy with regional and super regional experience? Danny Beal is in the YouTube chat. Said he met Monaco last weekend at the ACC tournament. DB working in Charlotte with the baseball team, doing some training. But Danny Beal giving you a shout-out, Mike.
Every day, Danny Beal, man. I would love to have a workhorse like that on any pitching staff for a team that I'm on.
Was his arm still attached when you met him? I hadn't seen him in a while.
There were 2 functioning arms. We didn't get the radar gun out, but it doesn't matter what the velo's showing. He's an out collector. I trust him for anything.
Mike, real quick, outside of the Chapel Hill Regional, we've gone over some of the storylines, and man, Kansas found a baseball team and are playing awesome this year. I'm definitely going to follow that. Can UCLA go wire to wire? Aaron Fitz said this is pretty historic for a team to be number 1 all season long. Can they continue that on into the tournament? Can the SEC continue their dominance? How about Georgia Tech? If not for UCLA, they'd be the story of college baseball. So how about some other storylines you're going to be following this weekend outside of Chapel Hill?
Yeah, let me grab some of those. Like, I'll start with UCLA, and because they have been wire to wire, and maybe because we were, at ESPN, we weren't fortunate enough to have them on our air very much, so they were out of kind of my purview. Still following the sport, but you're not seeing them up close and personal. But man, like 51-6, and it's the second best pitching staff in the country in terms of ERA. It's all the guys who were there in Omaha last year. Rock Chalowski, who it really does sound like is probably going to be the first overall pick. What a talented team. And now they have played some more close games recently. So can they still punch through? Virginia Tech's a team that's got some talent offensively. They do have some real talented arms on that team as well. Excited about Ethan Ball. He's a freshman in the middle of the order for Virginia Tech, but I would see UCLA getting through. 3 seed Georgia, again, special season for them. They lead the country with 149 home runs. They got a Golden Spikes Award finalist behind the plate in Daniel Jackson, who's a 25-25 guy, which is incredible as far as the catcher goes. But man, Georgia Tech, I do a lot of ACC games and have through the years, so I'm biased because I just saw them at the ACC tournament in Charlotte, but in my 12 years, I guess, around college baseball, I can't really think of a better offense than what they have. And it's just hard to see them really facing much of an issue in their regional. And that's no disrespect to the other 3 teams there, but they're loaded. So big picture, like if you're a casual fan kind of zooming outside the American right now and trying to watch something this weekend, man, Georgia Tech is for real. And the pitching staff's gotten a lot better over the last 3 years, so that's important. And then, Clip, you said it, like, some of these locations that are going to host regionals for the first time either ever or in a long time. You mentioned Kansas. Lawrence is going to be a really cool scene. That's pretty neat that they go up against Arkansas at some point. You would figure as the 2 seed who didn't get to host, and a lot of people thought they might. Morgantown's going to be wild. That's a pretty good regional, too, with Wake Forest there. Wake Forest is the hardest throwing pitching staff in the country. Kentucky got in. A lot of people thought maybe Mercer should have been in over Kentucky. And then Lincoln. I think Lincoln is one of the most exciting regionals also. You got the 1 seed Nebraska hosting. Sounds like they're going to have 10,000 there, and the place is going to be going nuts. You got an Ole Miss team that's got 3 real guys in their starting rotation, tons of arm talent. And then Arizona State is your 3 seed. They might have the best hitter in the country. Maybe the Golden Spikes Award winner, Landon Hairston, who's probably the best pure hitter in college baseball. And then they got a stud, probable first-rounder in Cole Carlone. So I think that's probably, if you're going to say, hey, I just want to lock in on one regional outside of maybe Chapel Hill, that's one to keep an eye on, too.
Mike Monaco breaking it down here on Pirate Radio Live. Mike, couple more, and we'll let you run real quick, and we'll circle back to ECU and baseball in a moment. But I know you got ice hockey on the resume, and the Carolina Hurricanes 1 game away from advancing to the Stanley Cup Final. And I'm not looking ahead. I'm just looking alongside at what's going on out west. And, speaking of great seasons like UCLA and Georgia Tech, Colorado kind of ran through the regular season, and then to get swept by Vegas was pretty shocking. So they await the Montreal Carolina winner. But we got a lot of folks down here, Mike, fired up for redneck hockey. In fact, I bet a lot of folks will be in Chapel Hill early in the day in the afternoon, and then head over to Raleigh to the Lenovo Center to see if the Canes can wrap it up. But how do you like the Canes' chances this year to advance to the Stanley Cup Final and maybe knock off the Knights as well?
I really like their chances to finish off Montreal. And, man, they just do it by sheer force of will. Like, they have a playing style that is led by Rod Brindamore, and the players really respect Rod Brindamore, and he demands a lot out of them. They seek certain players who are going to play fast, and play direct, and play hard and unrelenting, and they have a formula that succeeds. And they got a lot of talent there, too. I think they've added some more skill. I think their players have matured over time, too. Guys like Logan Stankoven and Jackson Blake from maybe last year to this year, taking steps in their development. You go out and you sign Nick Ehlers to the big contract in the offseason. That's kind of helped because Carolina's thing in the postseason for years has been, can they get enough scoring? Like maybe they lacked the highest end superstars offensively to really supply playoff goal scoring, especially on the power play. That's kind of plagued them through the years. But man, it looks real good right now, and it kind of fits with the system. So I do think they'll get through. Man, I was stunned, just like you were, that Colorado went out the way they did against Vegas. I thought Colorado was going to have a chance to sweep. I thought they would win, and I predicted 5. We had to submit our picks, which for a lot of us aren't looking great on that one out west. But yeah, I think it would be interesting. Vegas is playing great. I mean, think about 2 months ago, they signed John Tortorella, who was working in the studio for us on ESPN, and now he's coaching them. I think Carolina, though, to cut to the chase, I would favor Carolina over Vegas in that series, but man, Vegas is playing well, and Vegas has a lot of high-end ability with the likes of Eichel and Marner and a lot of others. And now they're finally getting good goaltending, too.
Mike Monaco joining us. Mike, as far as East Carolina, Tennessee, I don't think the Pirates want to get into a slugfest, but I know the Vols can hit. While everybody was playing games in the double digits last week in their conference tournaments, especially day 3 and 4 of those tournaments, East Carolina was winning 1-0 in a championship game, which was way off the radar compared to other scores. So Pirates want to keep it lower scoring tomorrow and manufacture some runs. Tennessee wants to hit a bunch of home runs. What type of game are you expecting tomorrow at noon?
You know, it's interesting to say because this ballpark traditionally this year has played big. It's been a pitcher's ballpark. I've had multiple coaches in the ACC say to me that it's played like a force field this year where things are just staying in the ballpark. Now, what's different is this time of the year where it's warm and it's humid, and it really was down on the field today, and the forecast is similar tomorrow. I think it's going to be in the low 80s tomorrow, especially, like you said, with that noon game. I think the ball will carry a little bit more. Right center is a place where you can kind of hit home runs a little bit easier. It's 340 down the right field line, which is a little on the longer side, but right center, you can pump one out. Yeah, Tennessee has been hitting more home runs. The offense got off to a slow start the first half of the season. It really struggled offensively in March, but they have figured it out as this year's gone along. They do have a lot of threats to leave the yard. I don't know exactly what kind of game it is. It's two veteran, savvy, kind of pitchability left-handers in Towers and Evan Blanco going up against each other. So I'll be curious to see that. But I do think it could be offensive. And look, like Evan Blanco, part of the reason he's on the mound is because a lot of what East Carolina can do to you offensively, Blanco can handle that. Like, he's a veteran guy. He has pitched in Omaha before. Coaches were joking with us today. The guy's like 30 years old. He's a true senior left-hander, 3 years at Virginia. Now with Tennessee, has logged a ton of innings for him. So I was a little surprised that Tennessee didn't go with their ace, Tegan Kuhns, on Friday. But the more I thought about it, the more it makes sense that they're going to go with Kuhns on Saturday, win or lose. And, it's going to be a really good game tomorrow. That's about as good as you could ask for, those two teams squaring off for a noon game to get a regional started.
Big game and big-time announcer, Mike Monaco, calling it. Mike, real quick, and we'll wrap it up. If I give you the SEC on one side and the field on the other, what side are you taking to win the College World Series this year?
Give me the field.
All right. Between
UCLA or Georgia Tech, I really like those chances. And not for nothing, like, if North Carolina gets out of this regional, I would like their chances too, because then they would match up with Texas A&M. Texas A&M, it's a lengthy offense, but maybe not so the pitching to lock horns with North Carolina here in Chapel Hill. So I think between UCLA, Georgia Tech, and North Carolina, 3 of the top 5 overall seeds, I would lean the field versus the SEC.
Mike, thank you so much for your time, man. Awesome to talk with you. Hopefully we can do it again down the road. We'll be checking you out all weekend long. Have a great call, and appreciate it, man. We'll hopefully do it again sometime.
My pleasure, man. Anytime. Really excited for it, so thanks for having me.
All right, there is Mike Monaco. Glad to have him on the call for the Chapel Hill Regional. Be checking that out along with our other guest, Mike Rooney, on ESPN Squeeze Play this weekend. Braves scored 2 runs during that interview. Shirley saw me react and thought something was wrong. No, just the Braves scoring on some very kind of odd plays. But every run counts. 2-0, they lead over Shirley's Red Sox on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. We will take a break, come back, and we'll hook up with Joe Deck, who is the play-by-play voice of VCU, talk about the Rams a little bit as they get ready to take on and maybe take down the Tar Heels on Friday. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This May, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. With $43.44 total due at signing, you can lease it now for $345 a month for 36 months. That's less than $12 a day. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off of Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires June 1st, 2026.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Sun's out, guns out in Pirate Nation. It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Things are already heating up with Springfield Armory's hottest deal yet. Buy a model 2020 rifle and get a free XDM Elite 10mm pistol. Celebrate Dad with Savage Arms. Buy any Axis rifle and get $75 back. From home defense and concealed carry to shooting sports gear, plus store-wide markdowns and factory promotions, you can't beat this heat. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the Pirates fly.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
It's the final days of the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. Now all remaining inventory must be evacuated, liquidated, and eliminated for pennies on the dollar. Every living room and every dining room, every bedroom and every mattress must go off the floor and out the door. Our floor must be broom swept clean. Final days means nothing stays. Don't wait. It's the final days of the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. 2115 East Fire Tower Road in Greenville. See store for details.
This is Dixon Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They are open every day, and they have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903, and coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Ayton Grifton High School. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right, Shirley just got a text from Coach O, Dr. Gary Overton.
Is he in Corvallis again?
He is not.
Okay.
There's no regional there, but there is one in Eugene, Oregon. He is south, and he is in Tallahassee.
Tallahassee? He's going south of the outhouse in Tallahassee.
Coach O will be the site rep at the Tallahassee Regional, so hope he has a good time and packed his sunscreen and everything. Going to be a hot one. They're going to be a hot one.
Got his little swimming shorts on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the
beach.
I wasn't going to say beach. I don't think there's beach around there, but maybe.
Close enough.
Maybe a pool.
It's Florida. Come on. You'll get some sun somewhere.
Probably be hot in Chapel Hill, I would imagine, this weekend, as well as the Pirates, Volunteers, Tar Heels, and VCU Rams getting ready for the Chapel Hill Regional. And joining us to talk about that is Joe Deck, voice of the VCU Baseball Rams. He joins us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Joe, appreciate your time. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Cliff. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Before we talk about personnel and everything, I was told multiple times this week to ask you about the stadium and the situation and the circumstances that VCU kind of went through this year. So could you give us kind of an update on all that and how this season went and how VCU ended up in a regional this year?
Sure. So as far as the stadium goes, they played at the Diamond this year. The Richmond Flying Squirrels, who have played at the Diamond since they've been created, moved over to a new stadium at Carmax Park. I think the hope is VCU is going to move over there next year. That's still being finalized, and that's above my pay grade, so I won't speculate on that. But as for this year, they played at the Diamond. It's still, a professional stadium, so it was great for the kids at VCU to get that experience in a professional stadium. It's, I think, one of the things that helps VCU recruit, being able to say that, and they played well. They closed out the Diamond in style. The walk-off in the last game was a 3-run home run by Ty Glethert, probably the last at-bat in baseball history at the Diamond, which has hosted a ton of baseball games throughout its existence in the city of Richmond. So a pretty exciting way to close the building and for VCU to close the regular season. And then, of course, they just got hot in the A-10 tournament. Beat St. Joe's, who was the regular season champion in the A-10, eliminated them from the A-10 tournament. And then after losing their first game against Rhode Island, had to come back and beat them twice in the championship. The first game was a slugfest, 18-16, and then 9-1 in the second game on Sunday. They punched their ticket to the NCAA regionals by knocking off the Rhode Island Rams twice and avenging a series loss to Rhode Island earlier.
Joe, man, I love A-10 basketball. Took a liking to the Bonnies years ago, and I hate Coach Schmidt is out there. But how about A-10 baseball? East Carolina in the American tries to be the best of the rest, but I think that would certainly be the Sun Belt with all the teams representing that league this year in a regional. But how would you kind of describe A-10 baseball, top to bottom?
A-10 baseball is extremely competitive. A lot of people sleep on it. It doesn't get, the national notoriety that, the Sun Belt does, or even the American at times, some of these other mid-majors. But the A-10 tournament is a tournament where the one seed has only won it once over the last 5 years. So this year that curse went to St. Joe's. They were the one seed. They did not come out on top. VCU has actually won the A-10 tournament the last 4 years they've played in it. So they've missed it some of those years in between, but the last 4 times they've been in it, they've won it. It's a really competitive league. And there's, to that credit, VCU wins the A-10. They've got, when you look at their lineup, the kind of guys they have hitting, whether it's a Jacob Lee or a Nick Flores or Kirkpatrick, Michael Petit, Dante DeFranco, these guys that are just mashing the ball well over 250, over 300. In Jacob Lee's case, he's almost hitting 350 with 17 home runs. But these guys aren't all conference players. So it speaks to the depth of the A-10 and VCU's ability as a team to kind of come together. They might not have the individual awards at the conference level, but they found a way to win by playing great team ball. And it's a tough lineup from top to bottom, which makes them so difficult to beat.
Joe Deck joining us, VCU play-by-play as we get ready for the Chapel Hill Regional. Joe, what did you think of the draw? What did the folks there in Richmond think of the draw when you saw it on Monday as far as the competition?
Well, I think, the first game being against North Carolina, it's an opponent they played in the regular season all the way back in February. Didn't go the way VCU wanted. I'm sure they're eager to get another shot at North Carolina in Chapel Hill. But East Carolina and Tennessee, I've been saying it to everybody I've talked to so far today. If there's a group of death in this NCAA regional, it's this. To have UNC as the number 5 overall seed, I think Chapel Hill's got to be upset because you get the 4 seed VCU, who's been in the region a ton, played a lot of tough teams this year, including Coastal Carolina, Virginia Tech. They beat number 9 UVA at one point this season. They played Holy Cross, who's also in the field. and then you have East Carolina and Tennessee as the 2 and 3s, teams that have been to super regionals, won a ton of games. This is just a really competitive region, and I think for VCU as the 4 seed, obviously tough opponents everywhere you look, but this is a team that had to kind of fight their way back in the A-10 tournament. Weather really wreaked havoc on that conference tournament, moving games around, making it really difficult to come out of the losers bracket and still win. So they're not going to back down. I think they're eager to have the nation's eyes on them in this opportunity and see what they can do.
Joe Deck joining us. Joe, who are some of the guys that could become household names? I mentioned it earlier. Mike Monaco, ESPN, joined us, and we've talked to Mike Rooney this week, Aaron Fitt, and there's going to be some heroes, at least for a weekend. We might forget them months or years from now, but we'll know them this weekend. Who are those guys for VCU that we could all be talking about Sunday night or Monday?
Well, I'll just throw it out here. The starter was announced not that long ago for tomorrow. It's going to be Patrick Stites. He's got an ERA at 3.01. He's managed to have a 7-3 regular season record. He struck out 83 guys. His opponents are hitting just 223 off of him. He's going to have a solid game against North Carolina for VCU to have success. It's a tough lineup that the Tar Heels are going to throw at him. As I said, VCU's familiar with that lineup. They played him in the regular season, but this is going to be a second crack at North Carolina. Stites going to have a big game on the mound. Then you look at the bullpen. I think arms that are going to flourish. If VCU were to have success in this regional, you're going to be talking about Cooper Campbell, a sophomore from Lynchburg, who's played really well this season. And you're going to be talking about the closer, Zachary Peters, who has an ERA at 1.6. Opponents are hitting just 156 off of him. He's got 200 strikeouts in his career at VCU. At the plate, you look behind the dish, it's Jacob Lee. He's a local kid just outside of Richmond is where he grew up, and he's got 17 home runs in each of his first 2 seasons, already just 3 off the career home run mark at VCU, and he's just a sophomore. So he has been absolutely punishing the ball. He's been a great hitter. Nick Flores is a double-hitting machine. Trent Adelman is the veteran in right field who maybe isn't going to blow you away when you look at the batting average, but for him, it's the situational hitting, which you're a fan of baseball, it feels like in today's game, everything is boom or bust. You're hitting a home run or you're striking out. Trent Adelman has the ability, if there's a guy at third with less than 2 outs, he's getting them home. Come hell or high water, that guy's getting in. And that's what makes him so dangerous, and I think is what makes this VCU team dangerous.
VCU by the numbers 37-23, 21-7 at home, 10-14 away, 6-2 neutral site. There's a pretty good number for you for maybe a game or two this weekend. Joe Deck joining us. Joe, when I think VCU, I think 2 names, and judging by your picture, you don't look like that old of a gentleman, so I don't know if you'll know these names, but Mac McCarthy is the first. Coach Mac lives in Richmond now. He coached at VCU before coming to East Carolina as a head coach, coached there back in the day. And then Jamal Schuler. When I first started in radio, right into college, I was calling high school basketball games. I called Jacksonville High School basketball. I really wanted Jamal Schuler to go to East Carolina. He went to VCU, and he was Eric Maynor's backcourt teammate when they beat Duke in the NCAA tournament all those years ago. So, Joe, I don't know if you know them, but now you can sound smart, at least, when you talk to some Rams fans and mention those 2 names.
So I do remember Schuler's Final Four run that the men's team had because I was a student at JMU at the time. So at that time, VCU was in the CAA, and that was the team we played, and I was like, man, this team's really good. And they get in the NCAA tournament and just really go on a run, get into the Final Four. That was an exciting team to watch. But, this is a VCU baseball team, too, that the men's basketball team beat UNC in the NCAA tournament at March Madness. So I think.
Wow, I didn't think of that, Joe. Yeah, that's
there's folks hoping the baseball team can replicate that and maybe shock North Carolina again.
Had that epic comeback. That's right. Good call there. So a JMU Duke. We have a JMU Duke on the show every week. Brian North, who joins us, TV WCTI 12, and man, what a run on their athletics, Joe. Do you kind of? I don't know. They've been good for a while. Do you pinch yourself or do you say, hey, this is the norm? The Dukes are good.
I'll be perfectly honest. When they made the college football playoff, I remember sitting there and I had somewhere to be as the college football playoff selection shows introducing the teams. And while I was fairly certain JMU was going to make it just because Duke had upset UVA in the ACC championship, and that's kind of what JMU needed to even have a shot at getting in, I was like, well, we need to see this. We need to wait and see. And, I'm being told, they're in. They're in. Just come on, we got to go. And I was like, no. Plus, if we're in, I was like, I don't know if this is ever going to happen again. I never thought when I was going to JMU, back when we're in the FCS still, that was the thing that was going to happen. So that was pretty exciting to see. Man,
yeah, that's really cool. All right, Joe, calling the action, VCU and North Carolina, and then we'll see what happens beyond that. But man, I know you're fired up. Should be a great crowd on hand. We'll see some purple and gold, maybe a little orange. Ryan Shumpert, Rocky Top Insider, didn't think there would be a too large of a Tennessee contingency there. You think we'll see some black and gold there, some Rams fans coming up?
I do think you're going to see black and gold. This fan base has kind of rallied around this team here of late. This is a fan base that showed up to the Diamond for afternoon games this year because the lights that I had mentioned, the Squirrels moving over to Carmax Park, that's where the lights moved. So all the games were in the afternoon. They still had fans showing up at the Diamond rooting on VCU. So if they can make it to an afternoon game midweek, I think they can make it to an NCAA regional in Chapel Hill on a Friday.
Joe, great stuff, man. Appreciate you joining us, and maybe when the Pirates meet up with VCU on the hardwood again, we'll get you back on and talk more Rams sports with you. But thank you so much. Have a great call this weekend.
Thank you. I'll be at home watching, but I appreciate it, and go Rams.
All right, there we go. There is Joe Deck joining us on the program as he joins us on the Turner Home Team Live line. That line has been hot today. All right, Shirley, it's been a hot week. When we return, our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Best of Pirate Radio, as we've got more baseball talk coming your way. Red Sox tie it up 2-2 as they play in the 5th inning on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. More to go. PRL back with you after this.
Hey Pirate friends, it's Rhonda from Russell's and we're back open with a whole new look. We have a ton of surprises for you to see, including our Johnny O Shop and Shop. Our racks and shelves are fully stocked with all new spring and summer merchandise for both men and women. Make it a point to come by Russell's in downtown Washington to check out the new look, experience the same great customer service you've come to know, and see all the new quality clothing that you love. We can't wait to see our pirate friends and customers back at Russell's in downtown Washington.
Jeff Stein here, back at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC. And guess what, Pirate Nation? It's truck month only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. We got 1500s, 2.9 for 72 months, 2500 HDs, 4.9%. 2026 Elevation. This is the deal of the month. The 1500 Crew Cab with the TurboMax engine, $11,549 in savings. And check this out, Pirate fans. That's 20% off MSRP.
Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
May is celebration month at Basil's in Greenville, and we're celebrating all ECU graduates. Stop in today and check out Basil's new specialty menu, packed with bold, flavorful dishes like shrimp tacos, taco salad, chipotle chicken pasta, and taco pizza. Plus, don't miss our weekly specials, $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. And of course, all your Basil's favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Pirates supporting pirates.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Looking for a zero-turn mower? Buy what the pros buy, where the pros buy at Ron Ayers Motorsports, your local authorized Hustler dealer. Shop the full lineup of Hustler residential zero-turn mowers, known for their reliability, speed, and heavy-duty build quality. Hustler mowers all feature thick fabricated decks, one-piece steel frames, and Hustler's trademark smooth track steering. Come see us today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On June 19th, country hitmaker Cole Swindell brings his chart-topping catalog to the stage. Don't miss a night of high-energy country music at Carolina Crossroads. For tickets, visit carolinacrossroadsamp.com.
This May, it's the big spring sales event at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive into spring with huge savings across the lot. Take 10% off MSRP on the 2026 Chrysler Pacifica, perfect for the whole family. Or score 1.9% for 72 months on the 2026 Jeep Compass. And truck buyers, don't miss out. Get 4.9% for 84 months, plus no payments for 90 days on Ram 1500. These deals won't last. Spring savings are heating up now. Come see us today at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
This is the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and I'm listening to the wheeling dealing, the limousine riding, jet flying son of a gun, Pirate Radio. Woo! Yeah!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. Members experience in-person service, competitive savings and loan rates, everything from automobile, boat, and home loans. First Flight's got you covered. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, Shirley Rhodes will sleep good tonight. She has been on it all day, killing it. Intern Avery on the video. I haven't seen Victor almost all day in Studio B.
He's been quote tweeting all day.
He is killing it with the quote tweets. Shout out intern Victor, doing a great job as well. We are pedal to the metal here, and we will be with you at noon coming up on Friday. Our watch party was going to see if Avery could hang out / help, but no, he'll be there. He got some tickets, so he and some buddies are headed to the Bosch coming up on a Friday. Tiebreaker sponsoring the Pirate Radio Watch Party. We'll be enjoying some awesome Tiebreakers food. And the Birdie Bar sponsoring our coverage of the Chapel Hill Regional. We'll have a couple of giveaways for you to the Birdie Bar coming up on Friday. So come join us on YouTube. We'll have a good time watching the Pirates and the Vols. All right, let's learn a little bit more about those Vols. As our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Best of Pirate Radio had a couple of Tennessee guests on this week. First, Emmett Siegel, who told us kind of recapped the volunteer season for us.
Well, it was sort of a little bit of a tale of two seasons for Tennessee. You know, the first half or so of the year, it was very up and down. You know, it's a new coach, familiar face, but new head coach, and took them some time to sort of find their footing. You know, they were probably projected as somewhat of a bubble team, but then, you know, really sort of figured it out down the stretch, second half of SEC play, and were able to, get some big series wins to, play themselves into the tournament and then end up as a 2 seed. And they really sort of found their groove with some big series wins. Like you said, the SEC is a grind, and they had plenty of opportunities to build that resume and earn some important wins against hosts like Mississippi State. They swept on the road. That was sort of a turning point. Beat Alabama at home, Texas at home in a series, and we're able to sort of get to this point now where some people are picking them as maybe a trendy team to get out of this regional, but it's definitely been sort of an up and down year. And considering the expectations that have been set at Tennessee, with the success in recent years with Tony Vitello as a coach, it's definitely been a little bit of an adjustment, but they've sort of found their footing, and I think are playing some of their best baseball at the right time.
All right, that's Emmett Siegel, Knoxville News Sentinel, for more Tennessee coverage. Also, Ryan Shumpert joined us, Vols insider, and talked about the starting pitcher coming up on Friday, Evan Blanco.
Yeah, so it'll be Evan Blanco, who's a transfer from Virginia, left-handed pitcher. He started the year, spent really most of the year as Tennessee's Sunday starter. They moved him to Saturday. Maybe the third to final SEC week. I think it was the Kentucky series was his first time starting there. He's been really solid all year. Not a guy that's going to overwhelm you with his velocity, but multiple good breaking balls, off-speed pitches he throws, and is a good competitor. I feel like he's struggling a little bit entering the NCAA tournament. His last 3 outings, including one in Hoover last week, he gave up either 3 or 4 runs in the first inning. Now against Texas and Oklahoma, he kind of steadied himself. Texas, I think he threw 6 innings, gave up 5 runs. Oklahoma, he threw 6 innings, and those were the only 3 runs he gave up. So, he's had an ability to stabilize himself, and he's a guy that has postseason experience. He was the ace on the Virginia team that made it to Omaha in 2024. So I think there's a presence about him and an experience that Tennessee likes, but certainly needs to clean up that first inning. And, in a game like this facing, a good arm like ECU's throwing, Tennessee certainly needs to avoid falling behind big early.
All right, we'll see if the Pirates can get to the Tennessee pitcher, Evan Blanco, early. That has been his hiccup here of late. Mike Rooney, ESPN Squeeze Play, joined us. Really enjoyed the chat with Mike. Check that out from Wednesday's show. Gave us thoughts on the Pirates and the Chapel Hill Regional.
Yeah, I would say, and this I think ties into your question, I would comment first on, I think it actually is a great year for ECU. I get it that, you're not a top 8 national seed and you're not a host and all that type of stuff, but I don't know, given all the changes that have happened in college sports and college baseball over the last few years, to be a double champion in the American is really hard to do. And I actually thought it was a really good year in the American. Actually, that was the problem. It was too good. Teams like Rice and Memphis, improving so much actually hurt the league. I think if UTSA had won that final game in Clearwater, I think it would have been a 2-bid league. I thought ECU's resume would have held up. But all that said, I think it was, and as I understand it, ECU's had a ton of injuries. It seems like an awesome season. I would say this bracket, this regional in Chapel Hill is one that everybody has circled. I mean, it's pretty unanimous that everybody thinks it's the most difficult regional. And I think East Carolina should take that as a compliment. North Carolina's had an awesome year, but their pitching staff is pretty short. It's kind of 4 guys that they trust. The position player group has done really well, but it's 8 new starters from last year. And, it's really interesting. Both Tennessee and ECU have announced that they're pitching off. Now the way I would define pitching off, I would define for ECU, anyone not named Ethan Norby pitching is pitching off. And, that gives him an extra day of rest. And Tennessee's doing the same thing. Tennessee's pitching staff is very short. So you're not going to see Tegan Coons. You're going to see the kid from Virginia, Evan Blanco. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. I think it's an awesome regional. VCU is no cupcake for, as you guys know from a couple years ago, they're a handful. So I can't wait to see it play out. I think it's going to be really fun.
Mike Rooney, love hearing him talking baseball, and he'll be breaking it down all weekend on Squeeze Play. And Aaron Fitt talked to us on Tuesday and gave his thoughts on the Chapel Hill Regional.
Yeah, I think it's one of the most compelling regionals. I think it's one where, I don't think VCU is going to win it, but I could see any of the other ones making a run at it. North Carolina's really good. They've earned their spot. Number 5 national seeds is where they fit. They've had an incredible year. They've only lost 1 weekend all year. They had the 1 weekend where they went 1-1-1 against East Carolina, and that was a good series. And so, the Pirates are already shown they can match up with these guys. But North Carolina's gotten better and better. Over the course of the season, we knew they were going to be really good on the mound. but their offense has just continued to grow, and it's it's been really, really outstanding. I mean, especially of late. I still think their pitching is what really stands out, but not so much their pitching depth. So if they get knocked into a loser's bracket, then all bets are off a little bit. But if they can stay in the winner's bracket with their frontline arms and their offense, I think they're going to be tough to take down. But gosh, I mean, Tennessee, is just kind of grinded through some stuff this year, but we know they've got talent. With their first year head coach Josh Elander, he's really, I think, found his footing as the season has gone along, and this team is, I think, also really improved down the stretch, and certainly the Pirates are the Pirates, and always dangerous when you see those guys going into your regional.
Aaron Fitt, Mike Rooney, Ron Shumpert, Emmett Siegel are Simply Divine Oil and Wine Best of Pirate Radio Live. Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village, your go-to for exceptional wines and gourmet olive oils. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and our expert team are ready to help you find the perfect fit. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for fun upcoming events such as monthly wine tastings along with trivia every Thursday. Simply Divine Oil and Wine, elevate your pour. We get our last break in, come back, and get ready to wrap things up. Red Sox with 1 on and 2 out in the bottom of the 5th, 2-2. Chris Sale still pitching for the Braves on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Presented by The Buck. Back with you after these words.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. The Toot Boone Boogie!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
This July 4th, celebrate America's 250th in the original Washington, where history comes to life. Festivities begin Friday, July 3rd at 4:30 p.m. with the grand opening of the city's brand new History Museum. On Saturday, kick off the day with the Founding Fathers 5K at 8 a.m., explore history exhibits, and enjoy free trolley rides from 10 to 2, and live music from 7 to 9 p.m. Then look to the skies for a spectacular fireworks show at 9:15 p.m. Come walk through 250 years of history, celebration, and community. Right here in the original Washington. Learn more at visitwashingtonnc.com.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Brian Bailey, host of The Brian Bailey Show, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was another good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 24 points at 50,668. The NASDAQ was up 242 points and finished out the day at 26,917. The S&P was ahead 43 and ended at 7,563. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, getting ready to wrap it up. Big shout out to the crew, Jenny and Chandler in Chapel Hill, getting some great video and audio today. J-Bone earlier, the big dog Glenn Griffin, Ellerby and Mark, of course, Shirley, intern Avery, and shout out to intern Victor, who's been killing it with the quote tweets today.
Oh, man.
Victor, how you doing?
I'm doing well, feeling good.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Real quick, Shirley, you sent me this. I think this was the third goal the Canes scored last night, but Mike Maniscalco tripped Tracy on the call, 99.9 The Fan. Let's hear it.
Blake and Stankoven coming in. Blake, Stankoven, 3-0 Carolina! It's a huge goal! Sent across Logan Stankoven. There is his ace in the postseason, and the Hurricanes have ripped the top off of this game.
During the break, Victor said a name I haven't heard in a while, Mike Maniscalco.
Yeah.
You said the name got stuck in your head or something?
Yeah.
Victor, hey, I'm lining up a guest that you might be interested in.
Okay.
Been talking to Ethan.
Ethan Long?
Yes.
Yeah,
and I believe we're going to talk some Greenville FC coming up next week.
Greenville United. Yeah.
Greenville United, I'm sorry.
Exciting stuff. Yeah. I mean, I'm always repping,
Yeah.
Number one fan.
And we're baseball heavy right now, but I'm going to get into the World Cup. I've already been watching some soccer docs that we've been talking about. So
thanks for the recommendation.
But we will be having we'll do a World Cup country draft.
Okay.
We'll have some fun with it. So looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Coming up. But all about baseball, and we will be with you Friday at noon on YouTube. Our watch along brought to you by Tiebreakers and Birdie Bar, and also back with you on Pirate Radio Live 3 o'clock on Friday. Thank you, Victor.
Thank you, sir.
Avery, Shirley Rhodes, see you tomorrow. We'll enjoy some Tiebreakers together and watch Pirate Baseball. And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on Friday. For the crew, I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.